Okay, hello everybody, friends. Welcome back to TBD&D. I don't know what it stands for. No one knows what it stands for, and no one will ever know what it stands for. At least not really. We're gonna jump right into recap. Emma, you were not here last time, so I'll try to give the biggest explanation as possible. Okay, so getting back to Dazixerd, all the craziness that happened with Tyr, with Lenny, you guys finally made the decision alongside the help of Lenny to start on your quest towards Gordonsky. Now, this would first entail you teleporting into a neighboring city to Gordonsky, coincidentally, the city that Atticus grew up. It's his home. Aago, a large and sprawling underground dwarven city. They, as dwarves, are pretty good at, alongside a lot of humans that live in the city. It's a mining city. Most of their supply is bought off by Gordonsky. Now, Aago itself is pretty much under the control of Gordonsky. Whether directly or indirectly, it doesn't really matter. Gordonsky is so powerful that all the production that Aago produces is under the thumb of Gordonsky. Teleporting into Aago, Atticus immediately was very, very excited to see his friends, his home, his family. Immediately upon getting into Aago and stepping out onto the very, very busy streets, the street that you kind of see resembled in the background here, dozens, hundreds of dwarves and humans are running around. It is the midday, people are busy at work. You hear the ever-present and constant sounds of blacksmithing and all manner of work and industry being done. Smoke and flame fills all of your surroundings, and it's very, very warm. Some of you, it catches you off guard to how warm it is. It's dry, it's warm. Pretty soon after stepping out onto the streets, you came across Atticus's old friend. He goes by Yimage. Now, Yimage, this stout dwarf, similar in age to Atticus, older in years, kind of graying long beard, braided hair with bits of beads in it, a various amount of piercings and tattoos, more gruff. He seemed to be on a mission somewhere. Following him, he quickly explained how a nearby forge that produces gold and melted silvers was under attack by a threat that he said has been popping up more and more commonly these past few weeks. These creatures made entirely of molten metals crawling out from the vats of gold and metals, running with him, not even really having a chance to catch your breath. You kind of got to know him along this run. Atticus and Yimage, with excellent cardio, the both of them. You kind of have to with this profession, sprinting on their little legs through the sprawling streets and alleyways of this underground civilization. At one point, even tossed Eyes around like a little rag doll. Eyes obviously was not pleased at all with this. Finally getting to the large forge, you kind of see represented in front of you here a series of pipes with exhaust going all over the place, bits of steam, large vats of molten metals being poured and transported across the entire interior of this kind of cave-like system. You saw these kind of dripping molten metals, golden kind of creatures. You fought them off, however, they all kind of melted onto the ground, and in one last bit of the last session, they formed into one grotesque, larger molten metal creature at the center of the room, all the limbs kind of protruding and sticking out like all of these creatures have been grafted onto one another. Most of them are made out of gold, but there's a couple silvery type creatures. And that is where we are going to just jump straight into things. Hold on here. Let's get straight into this. I have your initiative from last session, and we are just going to...
Does Ursa need to roll?
Ursa, I will need you to roll initiative, yes.
I can do that.
And Teak, I believe, as well. I need you to roll as well.
I'm very nervous, and also I don't have my spell slots recorded anymore because they deleted them somehow.
Oh, that is
Sorry.
fine. You'll have to do it the old-fashioned way and search up, I don't know. You'll figure it out. Okay.
That is a 16.
16. Teak, what'd you get?
13.
13. Okay. That will put... Hold on a second. That will put, I believe, after eyes. And then Teak is after Gwyn. Okay, at the center of the room where all those minis are, that represents the large creature that has formed. Although there are multiple minis, it represents one pool of hit points. Okay? Okay, Atticus and Ymij. Ymij goes, Atticus! This is getting pretty insane here. I have not seen them do this before, this whole forming into one new larger being. That is new. So, but I figure the premise still goes. As he's talking, a bit of molten goop is launched from the creatures, and you both kind of dodge to the side.
Nice.
Ymij goes, how do we approach this one?
Hit it hard.
That is what I was hoping you would say. He throws his hammer. It collides into the center of the creature. Again, he is... Oh, wait, never mind. He rolled a critical fail. The hammer completely flies past the monster all the way back here. It lands. He is teleported to it, and you can tell like he thinks he hits it, and so he's excited, and he kind of goes out swinging, and then he realizes that he's way off target.
It's
Atticus.
okay, I got this. I'll hit.
Okay.
I don't have my computer, so I need to do all my math mentally. 27 hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
27 damage.
Okay. What are your Morningstar?
Yeah. Second hit. 13.
No, that does
Okay,
not hit.
so-
It kind of like, so your first hit, you collide and you're moving at a fast enough speed that it kind of takes off a clump of that molten metal. The second kind of gets like hit like a sponge, and it doesn't really seem to do much. You pull the Morningstar back out. The creature is going to use a legendary action that it now has, and it is going to try to eat you.
Perfect.
I need a dexterity saving throw from you. 16. That is a failure. This entire creature, all of its various limbs reach out towards you, the molten metal like scorching at your skin as the pain ripples through your body, and you see at the center of its torso a large kind of like mouth kind of opens up. You see the teeth are kind of represented through like more solidified bits of metal, and it right into the mouth. You are chomped down. You are restrained and grappled, and from this attack you take, and we'll take a at the start of each of your turns you'll take damage until you get out. You take 27 points of damage. Okay. With that, it is now the monster's actual turn. It is going to... You see a couple of the torsos, you see they almost kind of like get dislodged, and you see the monster kind of spins and uses the spin to kind of throw a couple torsos of this molten metal at Eyes and Savrin. Can you please pick up two minis and throw them both at Eyes and Savrin? I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Come on, big chunk.
Big chunk.
That's an 8.
Okay, hits you.
Get to 9.
Okay, it hits the both of you.
Oh dear.
You take 16 points of damage each as it slams into you. As it does, you feel it kind of like latch on and burn onto your skin. And then that individual creature that was thrown at you is then going to do a separate attack on the both of you. I rolled a 6 and a 7, so it misses both of you. It kind of like dislodges off of you, slumps to the ground, and kind of reforms into a creature.
Are you sure it misses me?
What's your AC? I was pretty sure. I rolled exactly a 6 and a 7.
14?
I'm talking like total a 6 and a 7.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then the monster is going to, you see its entire form with a couple like empty sockets where eyes should be. It kind of turns towards you, its mouth kind of drooling as you see the toes of Atticus's boot kind of like dangle and flop out of its mouth. You see a tongue of molten gold kind of push Atticus's foot into its mouth, and then it is going to try and attack you.
Oh dear.
Definitely hits with a 21 to hit.
I bet I'm going down.
Welcome back.
You take exactly 20 points of
Super
damage. Super down. Okay. You are slapped down to the side as bits of molten gold like sticks to your fur and kind of burns all the way through your fur to your skin as you lay unconscious on the ground. Okay, Savrin, you are up with eyes on deck.
Okay. Need to change what I was gonna do now. So is the torsos that were thrown at us, are they like stuck on us?
No, it kind of
Or
slumped
just-
off to attack you. So it's
Okay.
right in front of you. They're both right in front
Oh,
of
they're
you.
right in front of us.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I still have my water skin on underneath all my layers, so I'm just gonna Sav kind of hides her face and casts another create water
Okay.
right at the like the one in front of her,
Okay.
or both of them.
50 gallons of water shoots out, coating the entire creature. You
I think it's
see.
just 10.
Oh, it's just
I think
10.
it's just 10.
I was gonna be
That's
like,
50. Yeah, that's my bad. 10 gallons. You see the entire creature kind of solidifies as its hand kind of goes up to try and grab you. It seems pretty solid, at least until it melts its way through.
Awesome. And did that get both of them? Or was there just one?
Well, they're both right next to each other. They're basically conjoined twins, so
Okay.
you were able to
Is
hit
the
both
other
of
one
them with
fine
that.
then? Okay.
No, they're both pretty dang solidified.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to bonus action mist form. And I am holding mist form.
Okay. Eyes, you are up.
Uh-oh.
So the two creatures that were in front of you are now solidified, at least for now.
Right.
You see Odie has fallen unconscious, the fur kind of catching on fire, and Atticus is consumed.
I'll kind of wrinkle my nose at the smell of burning goat hair, and
Yeah.
I'm not looking too good either. So
How
I
do you
think
see from there? Ursa doesn't have line of sight on any of that.
Where am I?
You're
I
behind
don't
the
think
tube right
Ursa's
there.
on. Well, I
Ursa's
assume
right
Ursa
here.
would be moving with us because we didn't.
Ursa
She
would be able to
wasn't
see
here.
over this tube.
She also wasn't here last session, so
I didn't.
Ursa, where on this board do you think you would be?
I assume I would be next to eyes. I
Put you
don't.
like up high behind her.
It's typical.
Yeah, I'll put you right
Yeah.
there.
I'm gonna skitter my way over behind the rock that's next to me, so I have some cover.
Okay.
And I am going to. I'm gonna take a healing potion.
Behind here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a healing potion that Atticus gave me. Superior potion of healing.
Oh, okay.
I got fancy with him.
Mm-hmm.
How much is that again?
8d4 plus 8.
Wait, these are D6s.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
don't know how. Like, I rolled really good too.
Are you doing anything else your turn besides healing?
I'm gonna. Would healing be a bonus action?
Yeah, healing. Taking a healing potion. And if you already had it on you,
Yeah.
then it's a bonus action.
Okay, then I'll take my action and I'll hold it to dodge.
Okay, so that's your turn. Okay, Ersa, you are up.
Okay, oh dear. I assume I'm further than 35 feet away.
Yes.
So I'm going to bonus action activate boots speed.
Okay.
So
Let's go.
Woo, thank you, Atticus.
Nice, even though he's consumed.
And I'm going to run over to the conglomerate monster. And going to take 2 melee attacks against it, and maybe a third if I hit.
Okay.
So-
With your really good sword.
The good sword. Okay.
Also, use abilities for level 11. Let's go.
First one's a critical
Roll
fail.
10.
Okay.
Wait.
I want Ursa's first roll to be a 10.
Okay, you roll a 10.
Okay, so does a 21 hit?
It does, yes.
10 is a 1979 movie directed by Blake Edwards, starring Bo Derek, Dudley Moore, and Julie Andrews.
What is that?
It's the speaker. It's a
I think it thought we asked something.
yeah.
Oh.
We can turn it to listen off. There's a switch that should be on it.
Yeah, we should do that.
I think we should keep this in the session. By the way, this is a funny.
Mike's off.
I thought, no joke, that it was talking about Gontran. I heard 1970 movie and I went, Gontran?
Me too.
Oh goodness.
Contra.
Okay.
I love Contra.
Okay, first melee attack hits.
Best mafia movie ever made.
Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Okay.
No.
New special ability. If I hit my first 2 attacks, I get a third attack.
Okay.
So something
That's really good.
A little funky is about to happen.
Let's go.
Especially because you have a +3 weapon, I believe.
You want to mess with it?
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. So
I like how I question my
Side
own.
really open.
Okay.
third melee attack.
Any pain.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does. Sorry, I had to. Wow.
We gotta
okay.
do a little dance to remember.
Okay, so something a little hunky-dory happens, a little new. Ursa activates the boots of speed, runs over to the conglomerate monster, takes a wide arcing strike with Tempest, and as she completes her first strike, she spins and teleports behind the monster, takes a third strike, teleports again, and appears at a completely new side of the monster, striking it through, trying to get some semblance to get Atticus out.
Wow. Do you have the damage numbers?
I
Or are you
do.
still working? Okay.
I do.
Let's hear it.
First attack, 17.
Okay.
Second attack, 24.
Okay.
Third attack, 33.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Those were charged. The first 2 were charged with a Tempest ability.
Okay. As you run up, you guys see very skillfully slice. It looks like a scene out of an anime, you know, when the blade is moving so fast that the slice marks don't even show up until the person has kind of stopped moving and sheathed their blade. You see Ersa just slice, teleport, slice. And as you finally kind of stand still and you're holding the blade still out, you see the monster kind of reach out towards you, and its entire one of its torso falls off, and you see the creature slides into 3 separate piles of molten gold as you just slice it into 3 portions. Each one of the 3 portions now kind of animates into its own separate entity. So now there are 3 smaller ones, but that did a significant amount of damage and loved off chunks of this molten gold.
Can we tell which one Atticus?
yeah.
I will say,
One of them would be bigger,
Atticus, the Tempest is so sharp that it cuts through probably easier than Ersa was anticipating, and a couple of it slices into you.
Was your
So I'm going to say, obviously a smaller portion. I'll say take 15 points of damage for all of
He
that.
almost said 30.
No, I almost said 12. Then I added my
Oh, okay.
randomly. Yeah. Okay, now these 3 separate creatures. Eris, is that it for you?
That is.
Okay, Gwyn, you are up with Teak on deck.
All right. Can I tell which one Attic is in based off of size of the monsters that we're just taking apart?
The middle one looks like it has a bit of a beer belly.
Okay. So I'm not gonna aim for that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot at the other 2. So the first one I'm gonna shoot at. Let's see. That's gonna be a 21 to hit for the first one.
That hits.
Okay, that's gonna be 36 points of damage, 4 of which are fire.
Jeez, okay.
And then, does that one? How does it react to that shot?
So the one on the side that you shoot, it's still alive, I'll say that, but you see that it's gotten so decreased in size and the metal is cooling at such a rapid rate that it's starting to move and chug a little slower.
Okay.
It's smaller, it's looking pretty rough.
It's like if it were a bestial creature, then it would be like bleeding, would you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna shoot it again. Oh, I have advantage, but that's a natural 20.
Okay.
So it's gonna be 66 points of damage, 4 of which are fire.
Okay.
On that same one.
How do you want to finish him?
As it starts like getting ready to move towards Odie or something, or Ursa right there, I'm gonna just shoot an arrow straight through its head, and it's just gonna go and melt to the ground.
It kind of pops, and all of its molten matter kind of slumps to the floor, completely inanimate.
And then with my movement speed, can you move me to where I would be like just in, like I'd be in full cover behind those pipes, if that makes sense, with the pillar that's not steaming?
Up there or down below?
Does it seem like I'd be able to get full cover from right there?
I would say 3/4.
3/4?
Because there is gaps in the piping.
Okay. Then I'll do that and I'll bonus action hide.
Okay.
That's gonna be oh wait, and I get advantage, so 18 plus 14, so it's like 30 something.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. Teak, you are up.
So, one more question. What are we fighting again?
Okay, we're fighting a series of molten metal, like elementals almost. We unfortunately right now we don't have a camera to show you the board. But could someone maybe send Teak a more overhead view?
Yeah,
I sent it.
Oh, you
I
did?
got a picture.
Oh, you got a picture.
Do we know what metal it is?
It's gold.
Oh, I'm sorry, did you
Okay.
kill one of them?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Pick one of the 3 piles.
Also.
And then have we discovered any weaknesses in the fight so far?
Not so far, no.
Like, okay, all right. I'm going to try and equip my water gun,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna go ahead and get around 30 feet, 30 feet away from closest one, and start spraying it.
Okay, you get within 30 feet, start just shooting with your comically large water gun.
Super soaker.
Your super soaker.
Clutch.
What's the water output? Like how many gallons? Do you know that?
All right, so it's 2 gallons per minute. So it's like just basically like a hose stream.
Okay.
Pinch it,
To
increase the pressure.
hit is let's see. I can get this to work. It's a 6. 6 to hit.
6 to hit. Your water gun is clogged, and it like shoots way off to the side. There's something protruding in the barrel.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the rest of my turn to fix that up.
Okay. It's a pretty easy fix. You gotta smudge the top, but regardless, it's
And then I'm gonna use the dodge action.
Okay, dodge action.
That's a bonus action.
Okay, Odie, you are up.
Wait, I'm up?
Death save.
Or, okay.
Yes, no, you are not up, but it is your turn for this.
No.
Okay,
How'd I do?
I'm not telling you. Okay, Attic and Ymage.
Can I make like a strength check to get out of this thing?
Oh yeah. It is the start of your turn, so you will take some damage.
Oh my
But
gosh, I forgot. I have advantage on dex saves. With danger sense. I'm stupid. Okay, it's doesn't matter now, but
you take 13 points of damage at the start of your turn. So
Okay.
nothing crazy.
and then
And
strength check or save?
check.
19.
Oh, easy. It's so much smaller now, especially since Ersa cut it in half. You just rip open the back of this creature and slide right on out. The molten metal scorching your skin. Your entire body is covered in insane burns.
Just
Reborn.
I still kind of drew, like, not really seeing where I'm going. I'm just like, spin around super aggressively.
There's
trying to hit
also
it.
a new problem that is arising. You are completely coated head to toe in rapidly cooling gold. You find your movements ever growing stiff, and you don't think you will last more than a few seconds without stiffening up and
In that
being
case,
fully
can
encased.
Can I derobe?
Sure,
To
yeah.
get all that molten gold off?
Okay.
Naked.
Are you gonna take like your full action to?
Yeah.
Just okay.
Jumping out of your clothes. And then, as I hop out and get this just steam still coming off of my skin, just trying to get all this clothes off. Be like, cover me! As I'm like trying to get away from this thing.
How far do you go down
And
to?
then
Ymage.
How far do you go down to?
How much do you stretch?
Yeah.
down to the undies.
So you're just
Get
gonna
the outer
have
layer off.
like a chastity belt of gold on you.
No, I take off my pants.
Why? Oh, I guess that's true.
That's why I still have the undies on.
Like,
I
you
was
imagine
hoping-
he has like a plumber's crack?
Huh?
What does your underwear look
People
like?
don't need to know.
Oh wait, no.
probably
Wait, we
pretty
established that I didn't wear underwear earlier in the campaign. Oh, actually, I forgot. Attic goes commando.
Okay,
I
okay,
forgot I go
Attic,
commando.
you're
I went as naked.
you're hanging dong.
Yeah.
But it's better
Everybody
than
finally gets to see the one ball.
it's better than being encased fully
I'm
in
so
gold.
glad I'm unconscious.
Just wait.
Glad I'm blind.
I go to, like, as I say cover me, I'm kind of sprinting away from these things, grabbing at the healer's kit to ready to get myself back in the fight, but then I see Odie down, so I'll jump over to Odie and use a healer's kit.
Okay.
I
used to be an adventurer
Thank you. Thank you.
took an arrow to the ball.
You're up at 16 HP.
Oh my goodness.
You wake up.
Healer's kit
And
the healer's feet.
Odie, you wake up, and as your eyes kind of begin to adjust,
At this point,
You
I've
just
turned
see-
around to protect
you
Odie
just
with my
see
morning star, so just
the
fuck.
massive hairy chest, massive hairy ball of Atticus just kneeling in front of you.
No! Why? Why are you like this?
Atticus roll, seduction roll.
No.
Wait, I thought you liked.
He likes men, he doesn't like you.
He's into younger men.
Well, some of them older.
It depends.
He's into men with multiple balls.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't care how many, but more than one.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
That's it for my turn.
Okay. Ymage is going to, after he stops kind of sorry goat, sorry, no man should have to be cursed to see that. That is worse than the hells. He is going to run at and try to uppercut with his large forging hammer under the chin of one of the creatures. That's a natural 20. So the creature that just threw up Atticus, ooh, this is really good damage. He's going to do 62 points of damage. You see he completely lobs off the metallic head, sending like reverberations through all of the molten gold as this entire creature loses its form completely and slumps to the ground. There is now just one more molten creature left. And speaking of which, it is its turn. It is going to, in its mindless kind of reanimated state, it is going to, it looks like Ersa is the closest. It is going to turn towards you, Ersa, and attempt, what's your AC?
17.
17. Barely hits. It is going to swing at you once. That is all it can do in its weakened form. And it deals 13 points of damage as it kind of slaps you across the face with this hot molten metal. And on that, it is Savrin's turn.
Okay. Cool beans. I am going to cast a prayer of healing.
Okay.
So, let's see, who is within...
I mean, everyone's
30
really, really
feet.
close. I think literally everyone is.
Except for eyes, probably.
Yeah, except for Eyes and Gwen. No, Gwen is within range.
Okay, cool. Okay, then everyone in our party within my range, because it's up to 6 creatures, and I'm pretty sure that catches all of us. Heals. This is 5d8 coming your way. So let me calculate that.
Wait, everybody heals 5d8?
Except for Eyes.
9. Oh, that was 21 points for each of you guys.
Okay.
Oh
You
my
are
god,
fantastic.
5th level spell.
that gets me exactly to max HP.
Dang.
Thank you.
I know it. I knew. That's why I did
That's
that.
why.
Actually.
You like use
Yeah.
telekinesis on the
Yeah.
dice.
Okay, anything else for you?
21.
No. Oh, I would have dropped mist form by now because I can't cast in mist form, but that's
Yeah.
a free
Okay.
action to drop it. So, and then there's one guy left. You said.
Yep, just one more, and he looks pretty
Okay.
weak.
Okay. Cool. Then I will hold off.
Okay, Eyes.
Where are ya?
Where are you? Where am I?
You're behind the rock that you're.
Where's the last creature?
Yeah.
Who stacked them on top of each other? That's so
Dummy. I split them into 3 groups.
I will. How far away is that? What do you say about?
85
Probably
million feet.
60.
It'd probably be close to 70 feet, right?
I will move.
It's actually almost exactly 60.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Then it's just in my range. I
Well, would you
will
look at that?
cast Shatter
Okay.
on this bad boy.
Please.
Okay. Okay, does it have to roll anything?
Just coat everyone in gold.
You guys just healed. You're fine.
That's true.
I will target it, so it's gonna be right there. So
I don't know where you're pointing.
Yeah.
it's gonna be right here. This is gonna be the epicenter. It's 10 feet wide, so
You're hitting
So
image.
you just
You
fucking
did?
image.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the image. I forgot that was the image.
No, that's Image.
Keith for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, because of that, you should center it so it also fits me just barely as well.
No.
I was gonna say I'm right next to you.
No, you're thrown off since he's butt ass naked.
So you're centering it on image then.
No, I'm gonna center it to the right of image.
Okay,
But
so
not enough
it will
so
hit
that
Attic.
No.
It's a 15-foot sphere,
no,
right?
It's a 10-foot
10-foot sphere, okay.
So it will just barely not. It'll probably splash on
Is
Ursa
it
though.
gonna singe my butt cheeks?
So it's
a little
gonna
bit?
it's gonna hit Image though, right?
Wax your butt.
Okay.
And I'll cast it at 3rd level. I should have decided this before.
Can't believe you're hitting image.
I'm sorry! He's in the
I
way!
hate you.
He'll be fine.
There's nothing else I can do.
He is a dwarf.
Watch
I
it
guess that's
kill
okay.
image. Watch it literally
So
kill
funny.
image.
Atticus would go on a murder spree.
Is he biting?
No, he's jumping on my leg.
No.
The ghost is jumping on my leg.
Oh,
and
yeah, the ghost,
sinking
the
his claws
non-existent
into my pants. You. Okay. Bye bye.
Vanish. Banished.
Banish.
Goodbye, ghost.
See you, little scrimbler.
Adios.
I'm out.
Bye, ghost.
There was nothing there. You guys didn't see anything. 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. The entire creature explodes into molten metal, throwing molten metal on Ersa, Odie, Atticus.
Wait, I'm standing in the way of Odie.
Okay, you take most of it.
Thank you, sir.
Your bare cheeks take the blunt of the molten metal, and Yimage
Lose your
is
other ball.
how much damage is being dealt out?
No more
You already
shots.
have kids. It's okay.
23
I already
points.
can't have
23 points.
Fair.
Okay,
Yimage.
Hold on.
Oh, I know they both failed.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, the creature rolled a critical fail, and Yimage rolled a 5.
Well, that's his fault.
Oh my gosh.
You literally casted a spell at him.
Whoopsie.
Did you say Image was down?
No.
Okay.
I'm just how much? 23.
23, yeah.
23. Okay. Yeah. Yimage kind of flies off to the side as this spell erupts in the center. Atticus, Ersa,
Is he dead?
and oh yeah, it's dead. You guys take 5 points of damage as some molten gold flies onto you. Yimage lands on his back. He kind of. Oh, my music isn't okay. He kind of is out of breath.
Sorry. Didn't mean to toss you.
Who did that? Was that you? I thought you had fun with us. We were tossing you around. That is a great privilege. This is how you repay me.
This was not intent. I just could not do anything else from over
You see
here.
a single tear. He's not so much physically hurt. He's just emotionally hurt.
Can I go help you up and give him a hug?
You kind of,
But as you
kind of,
it's okay, man.
you kind of give him a hug, and then he goes, "I forgot your dong is. It is. Oh, I shouldn't have looked."
Why did you look?
It's not that gross.
Why did you look?
Believe it or not, I have seen it before. It is no better now.
Apparently it just has an ugly dick. Okay.
It's an old friend
they
of
are.
Image's.
Listen, Image, can you go get
Oh, you have molten gold encased on your hair.
Can you go get Grandma T to whip up some of her burn cream? I need to go buy a new set of clothes.
Do you want me to get the gold out of your hair?
Oh, yeah,
It's
sure.
very fast. You see he takes his forging hammer, you see runes kind of ignite on the tip of it, and he kind of puts it over your head. You see all the gold kind of starts getting hotter and hotter, kind of singeing more at your hair, but you see all of it kind of like a magnet is pulled onto the tip of the forging hammer, and then you see he kind of puts the hammer off to the side, kind of clicks it in, and all the molten gold kind of melts off of it, kind of puts his hammer back on his side. Yeah, we should go get it. Your entire body is just red and scorched.
Go ahead and go to Grandma T for me. I need to go buy clothes and probably. Does she still have that? Like, does she still eat that same bread with the red wine vinegar? And that's like all she eats.
I think so. Yes.
I'll give her some
And
of
she
that
does
for
not
the
brush her.
burn
Her breath smells like the vinegar constantly.
That's Grandma T.
Yeah, that is Grandma T.
Listen, I'm gonna go buy clothes. I'll meet you back at the block.
Anyone have an extra cloak for Attic?
He can just walk out just like this.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
What you think? You'll be fine, right?
I don't know the customs here, so.
I grab the outline of my pants and just kind of hold it in front of my crotch and start walking. Everybody just sees my burnt butt cheeks as I'm walking towards the shops.
As Atticus walks out of the forge, you see all the dwarves that work here they kind of walk in, a couple of them yawning. Oh, finally, it is clear we can get back. Oh, hi, Atticus. Hello. They kind of walk in.
Also, eyes, you heal 13
And
points.
then I hurried.
I rolled max points.
I waddle back into the room. Like, guys, follow me. Come on. I'm not letting you get lost here. And
It is quite like a maze here.
How much gold do you think those Your pants will be working.
Well, it's not mine. I'm just taking it so I don't.
I'd like to picture, you know, the videos where they take the pair of pants and they like freeze them.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant by
So
the
they're-
outline of the pants.
So it's not even like flat. It's like it looks like you could slide into them and
Yeah,
still wear
exactly.
them.
That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah,
It's cast iron pants.
pretty much solid gold.
BG technology.
We should hit Darius up about this one.
Yeah, like I need to give the material back. I just don't want to flash everybody in the street, so I'm using it to.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, anyway, this direction.
Okay, I like to imagine we're all just like old ducks, and Atticus is our mama duck.
Dude,
Yeah.
we're all just following the shine, burnt ass cheeks.
The shiny
Freshly
burnt
Open your
shaven.
eyes.
the shiny burnt buns.
Okay. On.
Oh, now that I'm shirtless, how are the tattoos doing? Are they taking more of Saloon's designs or more of Gordonsky's designs? Because remember when I.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Fully nude and a good look at yourself as you're waddling to get to Grandma T's.
Well, first a close shop, then
Well,
Grandma
yeah.
T's. Yeah.
You see that the tattoos, it's like they're not mixing. In fact, each tattoo is like separate. So some are like purely saloon. They kind of have that bluish kind of peaceful tint. And then some are that more aggressive red, browns, oranges. It's like they're not mixing, at least not yet.
Does he have a little moon tramp stamp?
That is. Do you?
Not a tramp stamp, but I have a moon tattooed on my chest.
But do you have like a tiny little moon tramp stamp?
Lily
You
wants
can't-
Atticus to have a tramp
You
stamp.
can't tell if it's a star tattoo or a freckle.
I mean, he is mooning us regardless.
I mean, no, is Ersa like making a point to stare at Attic's ass?
Just
I don't think she is.
You don't think so? Okay.
For the record.
From the
What?
glance I got, I can't tell if it's a freckle or if it's a star. Okay. I'll be satisfied with that.
Okay, you get to a store, immediately walking in, holding the gold pants.
mining accident. I need a new set of clothes.
I think is that you?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hi. It's been a while. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I got in a scuffle with some of the forged elemental. metal
Oh yeah, I've
things,
been hearing about that. It's not really in my my block right now, but yeah, I've heard about that.
I just pulled him down and Umage immediately just dragged me down there. And,
Seems like something he would do. How can I help you?
a new set of clothes.
Okay, I can see that. I'm not even going to ask about the pants. He grabs you some clothes that fit perfectly. He goes, "It's on the house, okay?"
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh, of course. You've been gone a long time. Plus, it looks like you could use a win, so I'm going to.
Well, we won the fight down there. All of my clothes burned off, and some of my hair.
They may have won. They look great. You all look great.
Shut up.
You know, I'm only messing. I'm only messing with you. Only partly, at least, maybe just a little bit. Anyway, you should go get that fixed.
Yeah, I gotta go give the gold back. Because this is my gold. It's the
you're right. Yeah. I
so-
guess you should do it. Yeah,
All
now
right.
that you're
Anyway,
useless.
see you around, man.
Hey, yes, bye. Leaving the shop, you return the golden pants. The dwarves that go up to greet you, you see this really, really old and wrinkled dwarf, super calloused hands, shredded arms that has been forging his entire life. You see he's the leader of this kind of forge, and he goes, "Do you mind if we mount that on the wall?
It would be an honor.
A treasure, a little bit. We'll put a little plaque underneath it for you."
At Attic's pants.
Yeah.
At least the outline.
You should have it ass facing on the wall.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Also, the pant legs, they go straight through. We think it would be a good use. We talked about it while you were getting close. We thought it would make a great sort of a hoop for our ball games.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so we're going to
You're
mount it on the
using-
wall.
Attic's pants for your balls?
Oh yeah, why not? What's wrong with that?
Fair enough, yeah.
Anyway, thank you. Kind of takes it. Super heavy. Which gold is. Like, this would be so heavy.
Like, when you're like gripping like a lawnmower for way too long, and like sometimes the fingers will turn a little bit white just because you've been gripping so hard for so long, and you need to let the blood
First day back in
Yeah.
the season, you
Yeah.
get like blisters and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, are you off to see Grandma T?
Yep. Back to the block. Oh,
Okay.
I need to get some red wine vinegar, some oil, and some bread.
Okay, easy enough to do. After getting your supplies, on your way to the block, Image kind of goes, has Atticus told you at all about the place we live? Anything at all? Do you know anything going into this?
This is a place called Aago. No? Aago?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah?
Yes,
Aago?
that is the city, but the city is kind of broken up into like families of dwarfs, even though not necessarily all related from blood or lineage. It sort of is a way to divide up the city, and each block kind of takes care of themselves and the surrounding blocks, and so it's a pretty cohesive unit. But Atticus, he would never tell you this himself, but he's pretty popular amongst the Atticus. I should have you know, when you were gone, some of the old women came up, and they wanted to know where you were. Okay, they seemed how do I put this, infatuated with you. So, just a warning: some of the older women, some of them widows, are interested in some of this. Although
I'm still going to probably reject them as I did before.
Oh, I'm sure you will, but just a heads up that it probably
I
will happen.
appreciate it.
Yes. Anyway, as you step into Atticus's block, Atticus, will you explain what it's like, what it looks like, what it feels like?
Yeah, sure. Well, right now it just kind of looks like a normal street. Tall buildings on either side, living complexes. But Atticus kind of explains that whenever we have our parties, this one street that he specifically calls home changes drastically, and he's hoping that maybe in the upcoming nights while we're here, we'll see something like that. But lights drawn from street lamp to street lamp, tables filling the entire street, cloths, just a mismatch of silverware, plates, platters of everybody kind of just bringing their own thing. Drinking games, physical competitions. Right now, while it's kind of the work day, it's very basic, very barren. He kind of explains that in his block, it's mostly dwarves and humans. There's a few orcs, a dragonborn, just mostly hardier folks that can work in these harsh conditions. And kind of finishes off by saying, yeah, I know it's not much to look at, but it's the people that make this home for me, not the basic stonework. And granted, it is extremely detailed, like dwarven stonework, like very, very well crafted stonework. He's like, yeah, the basic homes, walls, the rooms, that's not what they call home. It's the people here that make it home, and I'm hoping that you all can experience it.
Image goes, that was a good description. The alcohol is also very good. So if you're into that sort of thing, the workday is almost over, I believe. So people should be coming back here back to their houses. The streets are pretty. There's not too many people out right now, but that will change. Give it an hour. Anyway, Grammatis, you see. He kind of clasps his hands as you guys, both Atticus and Image, stop at the same time, turn to this building. You see this building is...
Talking about vampires, warforged, dragons, fight clubs.
This building that presumably Grandma T resides in is pretty center in the town. There's a large kind of gathering, kind of courtyard outside. You see these almost like Chinese lantern kind of looking lighting strewn about. And even though it's this very, very dark interior of this massive mountain underground city, it's very well lit up. And it doesn't seem dark or uncomfortable at all. You see Grandma T's building is... You can tell it's old, but you can tell that it is very well upkept, whether by the block itself trying to make sure that the house and all the buildings are very well maintained, or Grandma T herself. The beautiful dwarven kind of statues loom outside like gargoyles, holding these large kind of great axes. You see comforting candlelight coming from the inside, and you do smell the ever-permeating scent of just vinegar.
Okay.
And
couple of pointers. Don't make choose an eye. Don't try to make contact with both eyes there. You can't do it. And take your shoes off at the door, or she will hit you with a spoon.
Right. Noted.
Am I missing anything, Image, or is that kind of it?
Image goes, "Oh no, that's pretty spot on." She will seem a little crazy. That is... At least I hope it is just a facade she puts on. Or she's actually crazy. Regardless, she is very good at healing things. Also, if you need very, very nice hallucinogenic mushrooms, she can help you with that.
Used to have fun in school.
Yes, yes, we got nothing done. Anyway, her image goes up. There's this massive metal dwarvish kind of door knocker. He kind of grabs it and kind of bangs the knocker. You don't hear a voice, you don't hear anything like that, but you hear like wood creaking on the inside of the house as something is moving. You see the shades on the windows on either side of the door kind of... You see almost like the tip of a walking stick or a cane kind of moves the shades to the side. And then you see kind of peering through with one kind of scraggly looking shifting eyeball.
When she recognizes who it is, do we hear like the hammer of a gun reset?
No, but you do hear the sheathing of a sword. You kind of listen as a series of locks is unlatched from the inside. 5 locks, 10 locks, 15 locks, 20 locks, 30 locks. You then hear...
She does it for the intimidation factor.
You then hear, like, machine parts moving as, like, a crank is rotated, some complex locking mechanism within the door. It seems vastly unnecessary given that there are just windows that could easily be broken into. As the cranking stops, you hear very vaguely from the inside... Another lock, another lock, another lock. She catches her breath until finally the door creaks open. You see standing kind of hunched back, walking atop a cane. You don't see a sword or anything. There's no sheath that you see.
Cane sword.
You see she's kind of got this shawl around her, this like handcrafted dwarvish scarf with these kind of dwarvish runes running along it, and it actually kind of glows very faintly of this arcane magic. You see this scraggly, kind of, the best way I can put it.
You know the old lady shaman from How to Train Your Dragon? That's
It's kind of like this scraggly and like very spiky hair that kind of like, you can tell she uses a lot of product to make it like spike up like that. It's kind of short, it's spiky. You see her eyes kind of wander, and unfortunately I do not have this ability, but you see like her right eye will be looking directly at you, and her left eye will trail off and wander and look at someone else. They kind of move independently of one another and sometimes cross-eyed. You see
I'm so happy. Hi, Grandma. Grandma T, how you doing? I got your favorite. Oh.
turns. You see she like holds her cane up in the air and kind of gestures you inside. That's all it takes. She kind of walks in. You see she's got this like beautiful stone and wooden crafted rocking chair in the corner. You see she kind of sits, and you see there's a little hand crank on the side of the rocking chair that she kind of, and as soon as it clicks into place, you see the rocking chair automatically rocks itself.
As she's doing this, kind of, because I'm used to this routine, I kick the shoes off, put it nice next to the door. Mm-hmm. Then I walk kind of just around the corner into her kitchen area, grab one of her plates, put a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of the oil, and then like search her cabinets for some pepper and crack some pepper into it, mix it around, tear the bread into a few pieces on another plate, and bring it out to her.
There's kind of a small like nightstand by the table. You kind of set it down. She kind of gets a good whiff, and then you see she points her cane towards a couch to the side for you to sit. And as you look over, you see on the couch there is a series of oils and organic materials that is used to help soothe and heal burns. And then you see as she points the cane, a beam of arcane kind of yellow magic shoots out of the cane and kind of emanates around the healing materials and kind of amplifies them. She kind of then puts her cane back down and she sits.
So, Grandma T stands for...
No, it's just Grandma T.
Alright.
Yeah. Anyway,
I like it.
I hope you've been keeping Image out of trouble. I can't say the same for myself. I've gotten into some trouble with these fools. I gotta tell you.
You see she pulls her dentures out and sets them on the cabinet.
And you'll notice very quickly, Grandma T doesn't talk. I'm just like, as I'm kind of sitting there doing my thing, I'm just telling Grandma T stories, and then like looking over for her, and the only way she responds is like with simple gestures or guttural noises sometimes on special occasions. But yeah.
You see she kind of you see she reaches into her bra, hands you a stick. This like actually very well carved kind of stick with as you bite down, little bits of arcane sparks kind of
Okay. What does it do?
A wand?
Eyes, can you hit that with identify? Oh, you probably shouldn't.
Take the stick from Odie and I will cast Identify on it.
This is a wand, first of all. This is classified as a, what's the word? It is a way to funnel and kind of gain control of certain chaotic magical energies. This is a +1 wand, so any spell cast through it is a +1 to hit, +1 damage, or like +1 to your DC whenever you have to roll to hit, things like that. Anyway, this makes it so anytime a chaotic magic effect happens, you may roll twice and choose which one happens.
Grandma T, you did it again. How?
Odie, this will keep you from, well, it won't keep you from farting, you know, the magic farts. But it will, you'll get to have more control over them.
Oh, thank you.
Are we like seated on one of the couches or?
Are we just all on one old lady couch?
Yeah, you're on one old lady couch.
I imagine that Sav's doing like the awkward, like you don't know whether you should stand or sit at someone's house, and so she's just like black figure just standing like slightly behind the corner of the couch.
Brandon core.
Wait. Oh my gosh.
She's just black clothes and just standing.
Hey, Image, can I talk to you outside for just a second?
Yes, fine.
I'll be right back.
You guys stay here and sit in beautiful silence with Grandma T. We'll be gone 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, maybe tops. I'll see you guys in a minute. And he grabs you and walks you out.
It's like I was thinking like 30 seconds.
I know, it's funnier than that. Okay.
Once I have Image outside, listen, I know I've been gone for some time. Like I said, I went out to, try to fix myself, just do something new. And it has helped a lot, and I've been very lucky.
That is good.
You have helped me, you have helped our block for such a long time. You and Grandma T, so I give you this to, do my part in helping those who are having a tough time, and I'll hand them a pouch of 100 platinum.
He kind of takes it, looks inside.
Listen,
Atticus, this is a lot of money.
I know, and I know you'll put it to good use I don't expect this to be gone in a year. I know this will do a lot of good for a long time, and I trust no one else other than you. Even if some of the other blocks, if some of the other merchants are putting out words for help, feel free to use that for them too. I want to get back for all you gave me.
I know a couple of them that rely more on foraging than we do have been having difficulty the past month given these creatures, so I'm sure they could use it.
Yeah, I don't know, that doesn't come close to what you've done to me, especially during my harsh times post-war, but,
This is much appreciated, brother, thank you.
Of course.
He kind of takes you in for a big hug, and then he goes, "Oh, you smell like burnt skin."
I'm sorry. It'll hopefully be better soon.
Yes.
Oh, one last thing. How's Everett doing?
He's pretty good. He's got a little kind of like a jewelry shop actually.
Yeah, I sent him some money to try to start How's it going?
He's in Gordonsky right now. Actually, which is interesting. Given, this is going to sound bad, but I don't mean it bad, but given what he is in Gordonsky.
Yeah,
usually you see he almost like looks around to make sure that there's no Gordonsky figures kind of around.
I meant for him to just try to set up shop here until I get back. I was gonna send him on a ship to some family in Solongar.
He's a stubborn boy, and he said that if just one shop in Gordonsky run by someone like him could, I don't know, change one person's mind, show that it is good, then he said it would be worth it. He has been arrested a couple of times, so I will say that. He's fine now. I heard back from, he actually visited a couple of weeks back, and he sends letters almost every day. So don't worry, but
Okay.
he's treading on thin ice.
Oh, he is not even my he's obviously my son, but not even my biological son, and he's too much like me.
Yes, funny how that tends to work like that, but...
Anyway, we've been gone for, 2 minutes, but for them it's felt like 30. Let's head back in.
You kind of step in. Upon entering, this is something new to you. You see 2 cats. You see a cat that is blue. It has blue fur, very long blue fur. And then you see one that has kind of this almost translucent gray fur. You see they both...
Hey, Caladwin!
You see Caladwin. You see she like perks up for a second, looks at the cats, and then almost like gets a weird vibe from them and kind of like hides behind you. Image goes, don't be alarmed. These, I don't think they're Grandma T's cats, but people have seen these two. They're always together. Have seen them around town, and particularly they really like it inside Grandma T's place, but they're not here. I'd say they're only can be seen here every couple of days. But the blue one, I guess Grandma T wrote it down. I guess it was important. She never writes things down. She said the blue one is named Begur.
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 Okay.
And then the gray one is named Tregur. Begur and Tregur.
Trig and Trig.
I don't know. They've been here, but
How do you
they're kind of cute.
spell that?
You can pet them. You see, he kind of reaches down. One kind of nuzzles into his hand.
What was the gray one again?
Tregur. We call them Brig and Trig.
You. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Well, nice to meet you two.
He's just talking to 2 cats since he's used to Caladwin.
They both kind of wander off and sit on each lap of Grandma T, kind of both in the exact same position. Grandma T kind of like pets them. You guys kind of walk in. We'll cut to you guys for the couple minutes that Atticus was gone. What are you guys doing, saying?
Sitting in blissful silence, like we were told.
Lynn is so out of her depth right now. She's just kind of like sit back on the couch and like getting some shut eye.
Getting a little too, like, there's not quite enough shoulder room, so some people are like up front, some people are like on just the one grandma love seat.
Mm-hmm. Grandma T, she kind of...
I have a question.
Yes.
As intuitive Grandma T is, does Grandma T offer Gwen some hallucinogenics?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
You do see, as soon as the cats kind of sit on Grandma T's lap, you see she kind of like, her ears, she has the ability to kind of wiggle them and move them almost. You see they kind of move as if she's hearing something in this completely silent room. She kind of glances down to the cats, and then you see she kind of looks up at each of you and kind of settles on Gwyn mostly. Both eyes on Gwyn, which is rare that both eyes is on one person at once.
Gwyn's just like...
I'll kind of bump Gwen's shoulder.
Puts her teeth back in.
My hand? It glows a little, huh? Are you like upset with me or? No. Would you like to feel it?
This is
She kind of looks down to the two cats, kind of like pats them both on the head. Both the cats get up, jump down, and you see they hop out a window in the kitchen.
Did you like tell them to do that? Is that what that was? Right. And he goes back to inspecting the wand.
Okay. Image kind of Grammatid, our guests here, do you have any food that you would be able to spare for them, maybe? Grandma T goes, she kind of lifts up her cane, kind of steps up and kind of waddles over to the kitchen, kind of pulls some things together, and you see in a matter of seconds she is able to whip up this entire platter of what looks like crackers, cheese, and dwarvish hard candies. You see these dwarvish hard candies are unwrapped or anything like that, but they are these kind of glowing blue candies. She kind of sets them down and insists.
I take a cracker, I take a cheese, I take a candy. And I make a Lunchable.
No, Odie.
I eat it.
The crunch of the candy, the inside of the candies, it's like a gusher, a hard shell, a liquid inside. Some of the like glowing blue liquid like seeps out of your mouth.
Ursa thinks Odie knows what he's doing, and she just
Image.
I'm popping in a single candy just watching him.
Image to Atticus goes, Atticus, as you swallow the candy. These are Grandma T's newest, she's been experimenting with new forms of her mushrooms.
Very, very, very calmly, I'll be right back. I go to the bathroom, throw up, and then come back like nothing happened.
To try and throw up, make a constitution check. You want a low number.
Damn it.
Oh,
14 plus 5.
You cannot throw up. Yamij kind of walks back. Did you do it?
I'm kind of like.
She offered me one of these. I took one, thinking, oh, so thank you, Grandma T. I took it. I woke up the next day, covered in, I don't even know what it was, but it was like oily, and it smelled like pig. And I was half naked in an alleyway. And this is the craziest part. I woke up with 200 platinum in my pocket. I don't know where I got it. No one has said anything since it happened. It'll kick in about 30 seconds.
I hurry over and I
Lesser restoration.
Yeah.
Odie, make a constitution saving throw.
I also get Odie. I get Odie too.
What about Ersa? Ersa, A1?
I didn't take it.
Oh.
Eyes was like,
no.
Those are drugs if I've ever seen them.
Gwen will take some cheese and crackers, but not candy.
Okay.
I got 15.
15. As Severin is walking over to you, you see her entire image splits into 5 separate beings, and then they start rotating like a kaleidoscope. You guys see Odie falls back into the couch. You see drool, blue glow drool, start seeping out of her mouth, and a small glowing blue tear
misgender the goat.
seeps.
Don't misgender the
Oh
goat.
shoot!
Boy, goat.
Seeps out of his eye as he just is transported to an alternate dimension.
Are those safe Are those safe?
Probably be a changed goat then.
You see she grabs 2.
And just eats 2 of them.
Just eats 2 of them. However, a minute passes after she takes one. It seems to be that she's immune, or at least under a significant amount of control of herself.
She just is used to being high all the time.
Yeah, she's fried.
Are you casting lesson?
I'm out of second level spell so I
mean, as long as he's not
him or a greater restoration.
He's not choking. He's
Am
not.
I able to get up and move around, or am
Oh,
I
yeah.
done?
No, you can get up and move around.
Great.
Yeah.
When I get up, is the kaleidoscope still happening in the room?
Yeah.
Great. I tried to walk like
You
towards the
fall
door.
straight through the coffee table.
Awesome.
Okay,
It's like using a higher
I
roll,
pop a
not hitting your
lesser
change
restoration at 3rd level for you.
Hey, Image, is little Susie around?
Oh wait, you threw a restoration his direction? You threw a restoration his direction?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I was about to say, if little Susie was around, I'd ask her to keep track of Odie.
What happened?
She's just almost 3.
But
He took drugs.
he's not tripping
Oh,
anymore,
right,
so
then
it's
he
all good.
No! I swatted his little hip away.
Though, can I? Are
You
these
can
free
walk.
range?
I'll keep it for later. And he takes
I'll take a couple.
You take a few. You see she uses her cane, points towards the shroom candies, and then you see she kind of takes her cane and a sword unsheaths.
I don't.
You get the gist that you're pretty intuitive. You get the gist that she's referring that they could be used as a offensive tactic.
That's right.
I've got a couple in my pocket as well.
Okay.
Sav does swipe 1.
Emma just
Should
leans
be
over me and
charging.
goes, Tide Pods.
Gosh.
Do not eat
seeing
Tide
stars.
Pods.
Do not
Yeah,
eat
do
Tide
Do not
Pods.
eat Tide Pods.
In case we have to tell you, don't eat Tide Pods.
Okay.
Unless an old lady with the sword cane offers you them.
No.
And
On the off chance, then
definitely should
go for
eat
it.
them.
Go for it.
Yeah. Orange lady.
Do not.
No.
Do not.
Eat Tide Pods.
Do not.
Eat them.
No.
Eat them. Put them in your mouth.
Lillian Campbell.
Okay. As the meeting with Grandma T kind of draws to a close, what are you guys doing? Are you guys leaving? Is there anything more that you need?
I think you take the lead.
It's your home.
I mean, I guess. I mean, we can. It's kind of small, but we can crash at my place. If you all, I can show you, but then I have to go. I have to go say hi to one more person, but then I'll come back and then I'll start showing you guys around town.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. Show them to the house. I get it's super small. It's like probably 2 bedrooms, and then the living room and kitchen are kind of the same room, and then the bathroom is shared with like the person that lives to the next to Atticus as well. As you walk in, at this point, pretty basic. A couch. There's a dog bowl in the corner. Probably a little dusty at this point, depending on how long ago Everett left. Lights are kind of shut off. Twist a little dial and a little lamp kind of illuminates the room. Well, there's 2 beds, and I have a couch. And some other stuff of note. There's a few kind of pencil drawing paintings of 4 people. You recognize a younger Atticus. Then there is a woman, human, probably around the same age as Atticus, a young elven girl, and a tall, lengthy, orcish, probably late teenage, probably somewhere between 19 and 22. Well, make yourself at home. There's probably no food left. I promise I'll be right back. 10, 20 minutes tops, and then we can go get some food to stock this place up for the next few days while we're in Aago. But
Oh, sorry. What did you talk about with your friend Image?
well, what do you mean?
If I can ask. Just. I know.
You see, Grandma T is the sort of elder of our community. We go to her for wisdom whenever we need help. Image is, in terms of the social hierarchy that is here, he's kind of a caregiver. Depending on which families are having a harder time, he'll help those who need it.
You didn't tell him about why we're here, right?
I said we're home. Because when I left, he just helped me get over my addiction. And I left right after that with his input and Grandma T. They recommended that, I leave the city for a little while. And when I make my way back, I make my way back. And so since with how lucky that I've been, I gave him some money to, I still owe him so much, but it'll kind of help our blocks around us as well. Just, told him thanks, gave him some money. That's all. No, you're cautious. It's good to be cautious.
You're home, it's exciting, and you're going to want to
Talk. I know I need to be careful.
It's just the less they're involved,
The better. I completely agree.
the safer they'll be.
Exactly.
And the safer we'll all be. I'm a little afraid, frankly, about what Grandma T thought of you, Gwyn.
Yeah, there's nothing to worry about with Grandma T.
She seemed fine. I think she just thought my hair was cool.
Well,
She knew exactly what you were.
Fine Grandma T, those aren't necessarily synonyms.
I don't
She might be a
care if
little
she
crazy,
knows what I am, really.
But we should care. Just for the future.
Yeah, but for Grandma T, I think it will be okay.
I trust her.
She gave you mushrooms and didn't tell you that there are mushrooms in them.
Sometimes that's how it goes, I guess. And he goes into the other room and he takes one. He goes to lay down on the bed and just trips for a little bit.
For a little bit.
Yeah, very stubborn.
You said he woke up the next day.
Image is a dwarf with high constitution and twice your body weight.
dosages of psychedelics. Odie seems tired. We'll let him sleep. Like I said, I gotta go somewhere. I'll be back in like 20 minutes. And then we'll go get some food for this place.
Right. Alright.
And head out.
Okay.
Odie, you only took one, right?
Yep.
Inside check that.
He's telling the truth.
Okay.
As Atticus leaves, you guys kind of wander around his house, kind of maybe instinctually dust off a few things. You notice that there's a lot of pictures of a human woman, very beautiful, very strong looking, obviously working in various different mines or blacksmithing. Obviously all the drawings are black and white. You can't make out a ton of features, but she has kind of a more squarer type face and jaw. That very stunning and beautiful mixture of kind of masculine and feminine features, kind of long, beautiful hair that kind of braids down the side, and very, very stunning eyes that seem to look directly at you. And in every picture, she's smiling, cheek to cheek. And it's sombering, especially because you know that this is someone in Atticus's life that, I mean, you don't know a ton, but you could assume that she's no longer, at least in his life. I can't remember exactly how much Atticus has revealed, so I'll be careful. But it's sombering to see.
I mean, something else there, if you start looking around in one of the closets, you'll see a very large object with a sheet draped over it.
Odie would check it out.
High on mushrooms.
Odie's tripping balls right now.
I thought you were in bed.
You were in bed.
What is it, Atticus?
It is.
If Odie is out of the room, Sav is supervising.
It is.
I did not trust that.
It is chainmail with the insignia of Gordonsky's army on it. Along one of the solid plates, you see many different designs, like square designs, all that have a new different design that you can assume just stamped into the metal itself. You could assume this is Atticus's kind of dress armor for more formal military events, and with a highly decorated, not like super general level highly decorated, but this is a decorated veteran's set of chainmail armor.
He's gonna...
And it's dusty. It was shoved in this closet a long time ago and forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna put the cloth back over it and leave it be because he knows.
As you are going to put the cloth over it, you see the entire set of armor reanimates, stands up, and starts charging at you.
Oh shit!
What are you doing?
What do I see from?
Nothing, not that.
Well, no, but from Odie, what is Odie doing? Does he look afraid?
He puts his horns forward, ready for.
Odie.
Okay.
What's happening? Talk to me.
You see it kind of stands right in front of you.
Is it coming in?
It's it like charges at you and then it stops right in front of you. You see its helmet kind of tilts as if it's looking at you, and the gauntlet kind of reaches out to grab your hand as if it's asking you to dance.
Do I see Odie just like staring really hard at something that's not there?
Yeah.
One last detail. There's
Okay.
something carved into the forehead of the helmet as well.
Okay, I was gonna say I probably get a closer look at it as I come up to actually put the sheet on.
What are you doing, Odie? It kind of curtsies and puts its hand out.
He doesn't like the fact that it's the Gordonsky armor. And he is going to decline the offer to dance.
You kind of push the hand away. You feel it. It feels so real. You push the hand away. you see tears start billowing out of the eyes of the armor,
Like comically,
like comically spraying. It kind of gets on your face. The armor kind of turns with a sad gesture, kind of walks up, looks
Tear
out the window.
transparent PNG.
You see the armor pulls up the window, kind of looks out. You see it kind of looks on out, gets really, really sad. And it kind of just stays there.
Okay.
Just sad, getting the fresh air and looking out the window.
Goodness. Anyways, what do I see as I get a closer look at the armor?
Um,
My sober self.
pretty much that. You see the brand of tier, because the chainmail itself, it's almost like football pads, where it's like you kind of bring it up. It's almost like a poncho, but just pads. That's solid metal, and then chainmail past that with a helmet.
Okay.
On the chest plate itself is Tier's insignia, and then above the heart are those, and some of the designs kind of blend together a little bit, but from what you can tell, it's like either 5 or 6 what you can assume are medals that he earned throughout his service, and then the actual pressed metal into the helmet itself is a simple straight up and down line,
Okay.
which I mean doesn't make a lot of sense because
Not to me anyway.
the helmet itself has its own intricate metalwork designs, but this was carved after the fact into it.
Huh.
Okay.
I'll kind of just, drape the sheet back over carefully, and then I will try and just guide Odie back to his one of the rooms.
Odie is going to be like looking at photos and kind of trying to connect with Atticus a little bit more and just kind of like see into his life a little bit.
Every photo you look at, like, is moving, and it like they start talking with you. It's real weird.
Is it in a friendly way, or am I kind
Some
of
of
afraid
them.
of it?
Some of them are kind of mean.
Okay. He'll stay and talk to the friendly ones and kind of like make a connection with them.
Odie's just
Odie
like
seems
talking with the
Pretty
pictures.
engrossed. I'll just keep an eye. I'll just stand a little back and I'll babysit.
Odie is having a heartfelt conversation with these photos and like trying to learn about Atticus's life.
Yeah, the friendliest one is the beautiful woman.
Okay.
She seems very nice.
Cool.
Atticus, where are you heading off to?
I am heading to a wall of very well carved stone. A stone covered in names. Stops at one that says Quinn Cecere. And just sits there for a bit. After a while, does one of the, and then puts the hand on the wall. Kind of doing the like the happy cry, like tears are flowing a little bit, but he's walking away smiling now that he got to visit her, just spend a moment with his wife.
Okay. And on that heartfelt moment, we will take a break. Welcome back. We're going to get back into things now. Atticus, you're leaving your small little memorial. What are you doing now? Are you just heading back?
No, just, I just want a second to do what I used to, I guess, in a way. So I'll go to a market buy a bunch of food.
Okay.
Mostly just to have my one good eye get a little less red, to raise fewer questions once I'm back. But I go get some essentials, some milk, some bread, some eggs for my gal Gwen. Some other. I think here there's anything. All. I don't know. Vegetables down here are mostly probably root vegetables, I imagine.
Yeah.
Maybe some more.
It's a lot of mushrooms too.
Fruits and leafy greens and stuff like that are brought in from outside of the city.
Yeah.
So maybe a little more expensive, but that's okay. Just get enough food for a couple of meals for like 2 days.
Okay.
I know that's gonna cost a small fortune for
7 people.
7 people. But
let's see. 4.
Braden must feed people in and out of game, or he will spontaneously combust.
yeah, that's true.
To feed all of you guys for 2 days.
Yeah, and
That
you
would
know,
probably
ingredients
be-
for some like good home cooked meals, not this like dried meat and stale bread ration stuff we've been
Probably-
surviving on.
So like good stuff.
Yeah, pretty good stuff.
I'll say for higher end stuff, 15 gold.
Awesome.
Pocket change.
Why can't I do that? That's what it is. But then yeah, I headed back to the house with a couple of brown grocery bags under my arms. Say hi to people.
Is the reason Gwen likes eggs so much is because she can't make her own? And she wants
Oh my gosh!
It's terrible.
Gwen likes eating chicken eggs because they taste good when they have salt and pepper and cheese on them.
Okay.
Bless you.
Just checking.
And
You know, it'd
they
be-
amazed Gwen because Gwen
Be a
was used to quail
kind
eggs,
of a
which are
wild-
small.
wild metaphor for being trans.
No, it's because
just
the
That
joke.
was a joke. That was a joke.
The whole
I'm a
joke
joker.
was
joke.
Joker.
the whole
These are the
joke.
things that we can't say online.
That's why I'm saying it's a joke.
You're responsible for editing, so you can edit out
You
all
can
the
figure out
stupid
this
things.
part.
All the stupid things.
Especially since Everett left. Do I see little Susie anywhere? She always used to hang out with Everett and I. So how is little Susie doing without Everett around?
You would eventually come across little Susie. You see she's sitting on a curb sharpening a dagger. It's a beautiful dagger that she's sharpening. This little gnomish girl, super young, you see she's sharpening it, and then she kind of... Atticus,
What's up, little Susie?
how are you?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
You've been gone a long time.
I know. But hey, here we are.
Yeah, do you... Can you do the thing?
What thing is she referring to?
She wants you to pop your pecs.
Just
Can you-
shake your
can
your
you-
dad gut.
It's a little funny.
If it's normal, I guess, sure.
You just underneath the armor, you pop the pecs. Sorry, it just looks a little silly.
It's okay.
Do you want to see my dagger?
Yeah, sure. Let's see.
I made it.
You made it. Nice.
I made that.
How well crafted is it?
It's real. It's really nice.
You made
In
this.
fact, you're hesitant to think that she made this.
Can I roll an insight check on little
Yeah.
4 + 0.
She made this.
Oh, nice job, Susie. This is great.
Thank you. You see, she looks across the street to the blacksmith shop. I made it. Yep.
It's the blacksmith spot is outside my vision with only one good eye. Well, listen, out on my adventures, I found a couple of friends, and I'm gonna make them dinner. Would your parents be okay if you came over for some food?
Yeah, they've been fighting recently.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so I'm out here. I don't want to.
Do they need to talk to someone? They know Grandma T's is always open.
They've went and talked to her, but it's I don't know. It doesn't seem to do much, you know. Could I come over now?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Come on.
Can
Put her on my shoulder.
Yes. Gets up on your shoulder, and she kind of like gets all the way on there, and then she kind of like grabs at the ends of your gray hair and beard and kind of steers you like a horse a little bit. It's very cute. Eventually you get back to your house, and Atticus walks in with a ton of groceries and a little gnomish girl, tiny little thing, and on his shoulders, like the size of his head, and she kind of gets set down, and
Everyone, this is little Susie. Little Susie, these are my friends that I made on the road.
Hi, Susie. Hi.
Anyway,
Hey, you're like me.
Sort of, yeah.
Your hair's a little
Pink?
I was gonna say weird, but pink works too.
Butterfly flies over.
She slices it out of the air with the dagger in her hand.
Susie, that was a little mean.
Oh, I didn't.
Is she tiny even for a gnome?
Oh, she's super small. Yeah.
Like extremely young. You know?
She. Oh, sorry. You just scared me. I
That's
don't know.
okay. How about you use those knife skills that you're learning to help me in the kitchen? Huh?
Should she have the knife?
I made it.
Yeah, she made it.
Did
Isn't that
Susie
super cool?
make it?
It's a super
Roll an
well-made
insight
knife.
check.
I also want it. Damn it. Roll on
Natural
6s.
20.
22.
She's full of it.
22.
She's full of it.
Wow.
You made it,
That's
huh,
crazy.
Susie?
I did.
Can you lift a hammer?
Yeah.
She made it, obviously.
Yeah.
I made it. It's like a sword in her arms. It's, yeah, I made.
Did you know that I made...
Oh yeah, I remember.
Did you know that I made...
I start cooking food.
Yeah,
for
I
everyone.
don't know what I made. But nothing as cool as that there, right?
What's that?
That's an Odie.
That's our
An Odie?
Yeah.
our friend. His name is Odie.
Yeah.
What's an Odie?
Me? Is Odie still tripping balls?
Yes. Yeah.
Certainly.
He's a
This
little
little gremlin has 7 arms, and she's like a centipede that is crawling around on the. It's terrifying.
Your friend's
Holding a dagger.
You like bugs anyway.
I will take out my book.
She's gonna slice that bad boy in half. Bye, Pokemon.
Crawls onto her shoulder. It's like the size of she is. It's huge, and it's getting big. It's getting real. It's like that big. It's huge.
His son.
Yeah, it weighs like, it's still super light, but it probably weighs like 2 pounds.
Is it just like acting like her hood, like crawling up
Yeah,
the back of
kind
her
of.
shoulders?
Well, I'm gonna get started on some food because we've had a a long while since we've eaten. Walk over to a cupboard, kind of open it. Grab a very, very dusty bottle of dwarvish liquor. Kind of take a couple glasses and just kind of get the dust out, and then just like set a couple glasses on kind of the table in front of the couch. And then like I said, this will take only a little bit. Then I'll show you around when people are actually out doing stuff, and it's a lot more fun. But till then, get comfortable. There might be a board game somewhere around here. Pretty sure I still have books. But whatever you find, you can use. I'm gonna go. Susie, come on.
She kind of follows along. You can tell she really likes Atticus. Like, thinks he's super cool. She's like enthralled with him, like in a really like cute, like, you know, like a little kid like latches on to someone, right? It's like that. She helps him. She helps him in the kitchen.
Should I roll?
Sure.
for cooking.
Sure.
Performance check.
Yeah,
Because
performance.
Our normal cook is high as a kite right now. Oh, okay.
Odie could still cook.
Well, what do I add to
May
it?
not be
Let
good.
him cook.
Huh?
What do I add to it? Intelligence?
Performance.
Performance or
Performance.
survival, right? Yeah.
Performance or survival. I'll let you
Survival's a little
choose.
higher. But you know what? I'm gonna use performance anyway for the memes. 19 plus 3, 22.
Hey.
22. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good.
I will probably go up to Attic after he seems to be like wrapping up cooking and just be like, how's it feel to be home?
Really good. Really good. I've missed it here a lot.
It's an interesting place. I cannot say I've been anywhere like this before, so.
Oh yeah, it's all I knew for I don't know how long, so believe it or not, I kind of understand you when I started seeing cities out in the open.
It's weird. For me, this is another one of those feelings similar to Winterspire. To see something this large underground is just insane.
Yeah, dwarves are good at one thing, it's
Getting rid of
stuff
rock.
done.
Yeah. It's impressive. I will have to show you Hastridge one day, Attic.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Hopefully. But yeah, is there anything specific you would need me to do or anything to help out?
Not really. There's so much I want to show you guys here. It's so cool. Like sitting somewhere around here, probably in a closet. I can show you the lute that my grandma taught me to like how to play on. Outside of Aago, outside of the cave entrance, there's Firewatch Tower, which will make you hate Gorgoncy a little more because of what I found out about it. It's pretty cool story. Well, not cool, but interesting story surrounding that. There's the block parties, there are the shops, you have to see Image's bar. That alone is worth traveling to Aago. There's a lot to do, but I know we have a tight schedule, so whatever we can do, we can, but then I know we're heading to the mountains for Ersa's portal note thing that we found a while ago.
Yeah, it's me and Ersa started reading a little bit about portals, but they are confusing. The planes are strange.
I can imagine.
Have you ever been outside of this one?
No.
I bet you'll go outside of it one day.
That would be another story to tell. Yeah, there's a lot of stories I have to tell to my family here. I have to not tell too many details of like why we get back, but you know, once we get everyone together, it's There'll be some fun stories to tell.
I'm excited.
I am too.
Right? Kinda.
But dwarvish partying is a lot, so rest up now. That's why I'm pushing this so hard.
Okay.
Because once we're going, we're going.
So food and then nap time?
Yeah, lay down for a nap, hang out for a bit.
Okay.
Have any questions about anything in here?
I mean, I saw pictures around, but I imagine that's your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's me. There's my wife Quinn. Then Everett, my son.
Wait, your wife who?
Quinn.
Gwen?
Quinn with a Q. Q-U-I-N. No.
Quinn.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, huh? But yeah, I see.
Yeah, and my daughter Samantha as well.
Are they in Gordonsky or where are they?
I know Everett is in Gordonsky, and I don't know where Samantha is. But
And Quinn?
she passed away. One of the driving factors to me leaving town for a little while. Not the main one, it was a group of things, but one of them, I needed to get out for a while.
I'm sorry, Attic. That is difficult.
Well, it is, but I'm doing good, so I appreciate the kind words, but I'm doing all right. Met all of you guys. One thing I know from growing up here, you get to choose your own family.
Fair enough. We have a weird thing going. Tensions are high in our group, but at the same time, it feels like, I don't know, we do stupid shit for each other, even if we're mad at each other. And I will do stupid shit for you, so.
Oh, you as well.
And I'll try not to do stupid. You get what I am.
I get what you're put down. Same here. Yeah.
Anyway, I can't wait to have this food you made. That looks delicious.
You guys you notice as soon as you finish up this conversation that through the window across the street, kind of perched up on top of like a lamppost, you see a blue cat just staring you guys down, like through the window, perched in a spot directly like across from the window.
Pretty cool. Brigwell.
Can I insight check the cat?
Sure.
13.
13, it's a cat.
It's a cat.
But it definitely seems to have its eyes trained through that window.
Does it seem like it's... Do I get any fey...
No.
No?
No, definitely not.
Okay. It just seems like a blue cat.
Yeah.
Just a normal blue cat.
You know, normal.
Where's Trigul? Yeah, where's Trigul? We were told that they never separate. Is the gray one anywhere to be seen?
You don't see the gray one, no.
That's weird. Image just told us that they're always seen together. Oh, he's there.
It was so scary.
Okay, so he is there, okay.
There.
Okay.
Any progress with that box size? As I walk into the common room.
Ursa's just like very detailedly like looking at it.
While Eyes is working on it so she can look at details.
Just zooming in.
Heck yeah.
Ursa vision.
Like half your liquor is gone because I've been drinking it out of frustration.
It was already half gone bottle.
Well, it's just about gone then.
There is a knock at the door. you see that Image is standing outside.
Open the door.
Image, his usual tone of kind of lightheartedness is kind of gone to a more serious one. Image goes,
What's going on?
could you step outside for a minute?
Yeah, sure. Carefully step outside, close the door behind me.
Your daughter is in town, by the way. I just got word. She didn't know you were here, but she was coming back to pick up a few things and to obviously be back home. I think she came back knowing that you wouldn't be here. So, but I do think she knows you are here now. I'm sure she's heard.
No. Well, if she needs a place to stay, I can tell all these guys to get out. I'll go pay for an inn at your place.
She's at my bar right now,
That wouldn't work.
drinking a lot.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know, but I don't know.
I told myself if she wanted to talk to me, she would approach me. Not the other way around. I can't.
Let me talk to her. I'll see if I can maybe nudge her along or get a final answer. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And he sets off.
Just kind of slumps on the curb outside. He's just about going into a panic attack.
Okay.
Trying to stay calm.
Okay. The rest of you, what are you guys doing with your night?
Atticus didn't come back in a couple minutes. I'd send Ursa or someone to.
Like poke a head out the window.
Yeah.
Sav and Ursa just
We see Atticus
Just sitting there staring up.
Okay. Gwyn, sneaking out very, very stealthily from the house. No one knows Gwyn is gone, by the way.
not even Teak. Let's go.
Not even Teak. Not even Teak.
Wow.
You
Definitely not Odie.
Odie never knows.
I could have pushed
Atticus
Odie
never
over.
knows.
No.
creeping out of the house, you do see that blue cat. And actually, you see the blue cat, its eyes kind of match with yours and kind of follow you along. It hops off of that lamppost.
Aware of me.
Oh, it's aware of you.
As I got that for stealth.
Yeah. It kind of hops down off the lamppost, and you see it kind of start walking away, kind of down the street.
I'm gonna start following it.
Okay.
Stealthily down the street.
Following this very cute blue, this kind of small blue cat. You're led through alleyways and through various streets a significant distance away. Eventually, you see the gray cat. You weren't aware of its presence. It walks out from behind you and steps out in front and aligns with the blue cat. They've kind of corralled you almost. Eventually, you get into this alleyway. There's a door on the side of the alleyway, just a singular door. And you see there's a small little, cat door. Both the cats walk through this small little flap cat door and inside this room. It's windowless, just brick on either side.
Put my ear up to the door and listen in as best I can.
You don't hear anything. Make a perception check, though, and see if you can pick up on anything.
It's gonna be a 23.
23. You hear the pitter-patter of the cat's footsteps, but you also hear the very quiet whisperings of a woman's voice. You don't make out any particular words, it's just the sounds of the voice.
Is this at, like a specific shop or any discernible location that like stands out, or is this just like some?
It's a large alleyway. There's like commercial shops attached to the alleyway, but the alleyway itself is kind of built into the stone of its surroundings, so you can't really see it leading to any particular building.
Can I find a local shopkeep that's like right nearby, as close to that door as possible?
Yeah, there's one right outside. It's like this small like hat shop, actually. They kind of tailor hats. It's nighttime, prime commercial hours. You kind of step inside and you see this older female dwarf. Hi, honey, how can I help you?
Hi, I was wondering about who lives next door in that house with the cat door.
Oh, yeah, that would be Froya.
Froya, what can you tell me about her? Is there a way that I could meet her and her adorable little cats?
I would just knock. I've talked with her a couple times. She's a little bit more quiet, but she moved into the cheapest and most, I'll be honest, discreet place you could find in the city. It's about 7-8 months ago.
7 or 8 months ago.
I would just knock.
Just knock? You've never gotten any like weird I'm small, I'm sure you know. I just worry about getting hurt.
Oh no, not that I know of, but I make hats. You know, I'm not like some detective or something, but I don't know. She's a good resident, I guess. She's made no trouble. She bought a hat for me once.
What kind?
And you said her name was
Froya.
Froya.
Yeah.
Okay.
She also, I think she also goes by Frigg.
Frigg?
Froya, either one.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for your help. I'll tell my friends to come here if they're looking for any help.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. And I go back to the door, and I just kind of go, Frigg? I don't knock, I just kind of say that at the door.
The door kind of opens very quickly, calmly, but quickly. You see standing inside, I'd say a woman that looks maybe in her 50s. So like not super old. She's got a few wrinkles, some graying hair, with most of it being kind of this darker brunette hair. You see she's very tall, maybe 6'1". You see she is thinner but athletic build. She is wearing kind of this leather chest piece with kind of a poncho or like more comfortable kind of garb pulled over the front of it. And you do see that flanking behind each of her feet are the two cats, the blue and the gray one. She has kind, yet, what's the word to describe it? Intuitive and almost like suspicious looking eyes. Not like that she as a character is like overtly, but more so like she's curious of you and she's curious of maybe the world. She kind of, hello, would you like to come in? Sorry, what's your name? I'm Froya, by the way.
So I've heard. I'm Gwyn. Your cat, specifically the blue one here, has been eyeing me since I met him.
Yes, he did mention you, yes.
I got the feeling it wasn't just like a normal, cat kind of a deal.
No, they are both very smart boys.
Very perceptive too. I usually do my due diligence to hide my tracks, and they caught on.
They are. Part of their job is to be observant for me. Would you like to come in? I have fresh scones that I just made.
insight check on the scones part, like just trying to see if there's any dubious intent. 22.
I mean, you smell them. It smells great. You see into this room. It's a nice, it's like a single room apartment, almost is the best way I can describe it. There's a little kitchen, a tiny bed in a corner. The most striking thing you see, though, you see that there is almost like this small, it's not a dog sled, but it's the size of a dog sled. It's like this small chariot. And you see that kind of on the chariot there is this beautiful kind of metallic silver armor. But beyond that, it doesn't seem dubious.
All right. I'll come in.
Okay.
What would you like to chat about?
Well, she kind of shuts the door behind you, doesn't lock it or anything. Please, take a seat. Brig, in particular, was very curious of you when you entered Aago.
Is it due to my nature?
Yes. First of all, I want to make sure that I'm being honest with you, and pardon me for being so untrusting right off the bat. It's sort of a trait I've developed over time, but who made you like this? I know what you are. I'm just wanting to put the pieces together and make sure I have a correct theory.
So can you give me this? Can I ask a question or two first, just because like I'm new city, out of my depth here. I just want to familiarize myself with you just a little bit first before I disclose fairly private information.
Of course, I understand.
Are you what kind of a humanoid does she appear to be?
Human.
The most humanoids. The humanoid humanoids.
Are you like me, or are you?
No, I'm not like what you are. No.
Is there any specific reason you have concern over who made me? Because you know what I am, yes?
I'm afraid I don't feel comfortable answering that question. Do you... Oh, plastic. You see she runs over. I burnt the scones. Sorry.
No,
she kind of gets into this like fire burning oven. Hell. Okay. Come on. Oh, I was so excited. Okay. She grabs. This is something that you feel like she may have not intended to, but in the moment of like, oh, freaking out, my scones are burning, she does it not thinking. She grabs the metal sheet that the scones are cooking on with her bare hands, doesn't react to the pain whatsoever, grabs them, puts them on the countertop, and kind of like, sorry. And as she kind of waves her hand, there's no burns, nothing on her hands. Sorry, I made those for you.
Can I make an intelligence check to see if this reminds me of anyone I know, anything I've seen like this before?
Sure.
Not great. It's low.
I mean, base knowledge, you know that it's certainly possible to like have a magical item or something like that prevents you from getting burned. So it's not it's not like something super crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. I could make more, but it would take a while. It's fine. Anyway,
if you're worried that I'm here to hunt you,
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm just trying to fill in some history.
How old are you?
Old enough to have some aches and joint pains.
That's so vague. Come on, I'll tell you how old I am.
How old are you? This doesn't really...
23.
23. You're very young. I will tell you I'm older than 23.
Plus,
But I'm sure by looking at me, you could have already guessed that.
60.
60, really? That old?
I don't know how people
I'm
age,
messing with
dude.
you.
Yeah.
It's fine. Sorry.
Look, I just know a lot of people with like really weird traits that like change how they age and stuff, and I'm just trying to figure out.
It's okay. It's
We're-
okay.
Cut me this. If I tell you who made me, will you tell me why you care?
Oh, that's hard for me to...
I came in here, I trusted
I will tell you, you remind me a lot of my son. I'll tell you that. If that humanizes me anymore. He's gone now, but yeah, he tried to get... Anyway. You can tell, like, there's some grief behind those words.
Will you work with me here? I swear I will tell you. If you swear, you tell me why you care.
Here's the thing. Depending on your answer will influence whether or not I can trust you with that sort of information. You know?
Mm-hmm. Was your son an archfey?
No, he was not an archfey, no.
Human?
Yes.
Insight check
No.
that? It wasn't great. It's like 11.
Yeah, she's... Sorry, I'm losing my... Yeah, she's not telling the truth. Sorry. How about this? You tell me who made you like this. Give me 20 seconds to process it. And then I will tell you more if the answer is... Look, can you please just tell me? I swear, look, I'm sure I'm not the best liar. I'm sure you can tell. I'm not trying to...
Okay.
I just...
Yeah. So, it started a while ago. I left my village and I stumbled through a pond after a war and I fell into the Feywild and I met this really strange man and he said that when I was in the Feywild for those few years, I started changing.
He told you that?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going. Sorry.
And then eventually he showed me the way out and I wound up on my journey that has led me here.
What's his name? What does he look like?
Never gave me a name. He's tall. He wears these kind of ridiculous coats. Sometimes, not always.
Does he, this is gonna sound strange, does he have an affinity for animals? Can he turn into them?
Yeah.
Make them?
Yeah.
Talk to them?
Yeah, but he also has friends who can do that. It's not like anything crazy.
I know it's nothing special, but he probably thinks it is. Okay. Okay, that's all I needed to know. Cool. This was a great talk. Really great talk. Thanks for coming here. Yeah.
You gonna tell me why you wanted to know now?
I'm hesitant to, because how do I? This has been a really bad 1,000 years for me, and I just
Are you the fifth? Are you the fifth one? Are you the fifth god
what?
we've met?
Oh, I'm not a god
Okay, good.
anymore, at least. Well, it's complicated. Oh man, I'm saying way too much. And the mythos, the people that I was not portrayed like this.
What were you the god of?
Oh, the simple things, love, fertility. There was some sprinkles of like war and victory and battle in there, but like all the gods kind of do that,
Yeah.
Except for Colin. You did know his name.
I did know his name. You're really not good at reading people.
No, not really. That's a character flaw that a lot of old friends used to use against me. I shouldn't call them friends.
I shouldn't.
They weren't friends, but
I shouldn't lie. And you're playing your cards close. I'm trying to play mine close too. Sure you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
So you are my grandma then, or something?
No, I'm not your grandma. All my kids are dead.
So Colin's not your kid.
No, he's not my kid.
Okay, because I would know one of your actual grandkids.
He was a friend. He goes by Colin.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, he's really good at hiding him from me. Been in this realm for 1,000 years. Haven't really been able to talk to him. Especially, I really want to talk to him because you.
Do you want to talk to him right now?
Oh, not right now.
Is there a reason why?
I'm afraid he wouldn't like what I have to say, because he sort of, he killed my son, so
He killed your son?
Yeah, he killed my son.
Can you please explain?
So that's why I just wanted to know, because he knows that I am very upset if I ever saw him. So he's been very, very careful to sort of hide from me and all that. Quite frankly, if I saw him right now, I'd probably want to kill him.
Could you kill him?
He's a trickster. That's all he is. So, he could pull the simple tricks, turn into a bear or whatever, but,
So you're a god
despite
still.
my... look, I'm a broken individual. I didn't used to be like this. I'm a little nervous and stuttery and
You're okay.
all that.
It's okay.
But I can still fight. I would hope.
Have you heard of any news with other gods lately?
No, I don't talk to other gods. I don't trust other gods. I don't like other gods.
Okay.
My all the gods I knew, well, except for a couple on this realm, unfortunately, are dead.
Can I see...
Luckily.
Can I go through a little bit of a list here real quick and see which ones I know personally that you either like
I
or
only
dislike?
know 2.
Saloon?
Nope.
No. Cohen? You don't like him?
Yes, that's not his real name, but
Tyr.
yeah, I know Tyr. Yeah.
You like him?
I used to.
Used to?
Used to, but I actually came here because I thought I could talk to him, but he's different now than he used to be. Look, I don't know what Loki told you, but it's what he's turned you into it's just, lies mostly. And
I know he was lying at first. Like, I know that he did this deliberately.
I don't know what his intentions are, but there's always something there. There's always something there. And
is this how Archfays are made? Is this like actually how
Archface is an invented title that he made?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We didn't have whatever that is in our realm.
Huh. What is he turning me into?
I don't know. Look, I don't leave this room. I haven't in like 8 months. I just send the cats.
Yeah.
I just have, there's a whole thing. Your husband stabs you in the back, and then your son dies, and then your entire world literally blows up. So,
were you like related to Cohen at all?
Not by blood, but by title.
But like you were his wife?
No. I wouldn't. No. He had a lot of girlfriends. He had one main wife, and then, she died, along with the rest of her kind. Until they came here. I think the last ones live here. But this is all really confusing. Sorry, you should probably go. I should just leave it be.
Come on, girlie, be real. You basically invited me here with your cats, okay? You get me to tell you a bunch of things. You told me a little, which I appreciate, and I get that it's hard. But, I'm kind of in deep here, right? And I'd like to know a little bit more about the situation I'm in. And if you can get me that information, it would be very appreciated.
Cohen, as you call him, me and Tyr are not from here. We're from... I couldn't even go back there if I wanted to. There's a few realms that seeped into yours, but were gods from a different place. Not your place. Here. Well, we have been.
Not from Ezerum.
No.
From a different plane?
It's more complicated than that. More like a different dimension.
I never heard that word.
We're here. On, I don't know what you call this realm.
What do you call it?
I had one similar to this, but it's destroyed. I think I don't have the ability to go back there, so even if it is still standing, I wouldn't know. Part of the whole stabbing in the back thing. But we had our realms, our planes, and then one of them blew up, which caused a ripple effect so that a lot of them blew up, or at least very, very damaged, and all the gods died except for the three of us. And so we fled, and we came here, and we've been here for 1,000 years, give or take. And and Cohen used to go by Loki or Lokil. He went by a lot of names, but Loki was the main one. And he had a dog, but then the dog died. But the dog was, it's complicated. But
1,000 years.
It's not a lot, I know, but
That's not nearly enough.
Look, the giants actually were the first ones that sort of came here. They fled a long time ago, and they civilized or immigrated here very, very first, along with Cohen's little guys that he made because he was jealous of the giants, and his wife was a giant, but then she died, and anyway, he wanted to be here with her, but
Wait, his wife was a giant?
yeah,
His wife that died was a giant.
his wife was a giant. Well, a smaller giant, but a giant, yeah.
A goat kind of giant?
No, a giant. I don't know. A goat.
Remind me your name again.
Froya.
Froya?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Why did-
Frigg, but
Why did Loki kill your son?
well, it was sort of. See, he did it kind of as a joke. He thought it would be funny if he. Well, I don't know if he thought it would kill him, but it did. I did all of this to protect him, and then Loki reversed all of that, and
It got him killed.
yeah.
So it wasn't like he was hunting your son and murdered him, but he made a very big mistake that cost your son his life.
Also, I just don't think he was thinking. I thought if he hurt my son, it would be like a jab at me,
Why did he want to hurt you?
I mean, I never liked him. He knew that. So, he thought he could just, he thought it would be a joke, really.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, this is really complicated. We came here. It's happened to a few other dimensions, I guess you can say. A few gods that I've heard of, they come from other places, and they come here. Different pantheons and such. Anyway, you should go back now. You should go back. I'm gonna leave this place because I never want to be seen by you again. I don't want you to know my address. That scares me.
Wait.
So,
I'm tiny little gnome. I will not hurt you.
yeah, but you talk and is a follower of the person who killed my son. So I think I'm fairly reasonable saying that I don't trust that.
Yeah, no, I get that. But you are an intriguing person to me. I do not... You know how, like, the clerics and the paladins, like, they do, like, oaths or whatever to someone, and they have to listen to them? And, like, warlocks, they make deals with someone? They have to listen to the person for their power?
I guess, yeah.
It's not like that with me. I it's weird, but in some ways, I have Cohen on a little bit of a leash.
Look, unless he's changed a lot, he would never let anyone tell him what to do.
He doesn't like it, but he will listen sometimes. If that makes sense. And that also means that I don't necessarily
Look. I feel like I'm right in being a little bit afraid. I'm not the Valkyrie I used to be, okay?
Wait, does that ring a bell? And
you met Valkyries, remember?
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah, so it definitely rings a bell.
Valkyrie. Like
the Giants Valkyrie, they're here. Yeah, I know.
Like, they're wings.
Yeah, what do you think those are over there? You look at the armor, you see she has very similar armor to what the Valkyries you met have. Yeah, I made them. Well, not like physically, like not my children, but like I made the institution. A long time ago in the Giants, it was like they adapted it when they came over here because they needed help protecting themselves, so.
Can I ask one favor of you?
Yeah.
Can you come say all this to my friends so they don't think I'm a crazy person?
Oh, I can't see. Yeah. Look, I've only ever talked to like one person at a time for the last, 800 years.
There's only 7 of us.
There's 7 of you? Look, the last
8
time...
or 9 if you count Susie and Yimage.
Okay, the last time I was in a room with that many people, my world blew up. So, I'm a little... there's some underlying trauma there.
Yeah.
That, I'm not ready for that. Give me another 1,000 years maybe, and I'll be fine.
They'll all be dead.
Oh, right.
Maybe not Savin.
They will be.
And possibly not Odie.
I'm not ready to unpack that.
Who's Odie and Savin?
Just my friends.
Well, obviously not. You said that they might live for 1,000 years.
One of them's a vampire, yeah.
Okay, so then the other one? Is that...
Is
who's the vampire? Odie? Or Savin?
No, Savrin's the vampire.
Okay, then what's Odie?
He's just a fucking...
Open your gosh darn mouth.
Shush. Odie, he's like weird. He's like a weird wild magic sorcerer, and sometimes the magic makes you live for like a long time,
Just magic doesn't do that though. At least not easily.
I know it happens.
I asked this because the name Odie is. I've heard that before, not from a. Because Loki said a long time ago that he liked that sort of name.
Hmm?
So again, I ask, who's this Odie?
Who's this? He's just a random guy I met on the road.
Make a deception check. Not necessarily,
I'm gonna use
She's not
an
perceptive at
inspiration.
all.
Okay.
Can you hand this to Connor?
It's fine.
Thank God I used that inspiration.
Did you have this too?
Love this.
She said she's not on anymore. We can fight her. It's fine.
I swear, if Aago was flattened.
Well.
She goes.
Wow.
She goes. Thank you. That will be all. You should go now.
Now listen. You go your way,
Yeah.
I go my way. And nothing bad has to happen.
No. It doesn't.
Quinn just keeps digging herself a deeper and deeper hole.
Nothing bad has to happen to Odie, right?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Fuck up Cullen all you want. Nothing bad has to happen to Odie, right?
You're right, sorry. My old self,
What were you the god of?
like I said,
Fertility,
love, fertility,
victory in war.
yeah.
Okay. Now remember, Cullen's his own man. Odie is his own man.
I'm not gonna hurt Odie, okay? You have my word on that.
I have your word on that. I will not come after you.
No.
You have my word on that. All right, well, I best be leaving.
Did Gwen steal her first word as a fae?
Okay.
Did she steal a word?
I have your word on that.
Can I have your
first deal.
Like the joke with fae, like do I have your word on that? And then all of a sudden they lose that word entirely, like they can't say it.
Okay. The cats kind of escort you to the door. Froya kind of opens it, lets you outside. She kind of, it's good meeting you, Gwen.
Good meeting you too, Froya.
And the door shuts.
Walk back to Atticus's house. Go
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Find a private room.
Meanwhile, what are you guys all
Are you
doing?
stealthing back in?
Yeah.
Dark box!
I'd be making sure that
I solved it like a few hours ago.
I don't know how to solve it. I'm stupid. I'm a stupid person playing a smart character and it's not working. I assume that we probably brought Atticus inside at this point and are just trying to be like, do you need anything?
I'm okay.
A drink?
No, not a drink.
Are you sure? Well, not alcohol, but
Sorry, ask some drink beans to me. I need more.
Oh no, there's consequences to your actions.
I have a vision of Odie like stumbling over, knocking into Sav, and being like, "I would like to be sober."
Only after he saw Atticus was like wrecked.
No, I'm fine. I promise.
Ursa's gonna move over and is gonna sit down next to Atticus.
is there anything we can do for you?
No, I made everyone dinner. You guys can just eat and hang out. We'll start doing stuff later.
Are you sure?
Might go to an inn or something.
Is there... I don't think you're okay.
That's what happened.
You don't have to tell us... You don't have to be... We're not going to force you to be open about everything
Okay.
if it's a lot. But let us... Is there something we can do?
Is this on the front porch?
No.
No, this is
On the couch.
in the main room, I assume.
You'd probably see Gwen walk through the front door, and I'm not being sneaky at this point. I'm just like, clunk,
Where the hell did you come from?
front door.
How did you get out there?
Yeah, when
How
did
did I
you
get out
leave?
there? I walked out.
We haven't seen you in a while.
What the hell are you doing, Gwen?
You didn't steal something from somebody here.
I didn't steal
okay.
anything. I didn't steal anything. I was just sightseeing.
Literally every time you leave us, something
Inside
terrible
check.
happens.
Check that
Well,
in.
not every time she leaves.
Nearly every time.
Aw,
Good
trash.
stuff has happened
The
to when
statistical
Gwen
average
disappears.
is too high to be comfortable.
I'm trying to stay positive.
Alright, well, what did you do?
23?
Gwen is lying.
Gwen,
Sightseeing.
Sightseeing.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you go see?
There was this hat shop that was pretty cute. Mostly just a stonework.
sightseeing and you saw a hat shop.
Yeah, I was saying what some of the shops around here
This
were like.
wouldn't
How long
have
have you
anything
been
to do with those cats, would it?
Mm-mm. Motherfucker, dude. I sure.
Natural 20, that's 2 in a row.
Gwen is lying.
Gwyn,
You
are a dirty liar.
you weren't getting into anything that's like that we would need to know
What did you-
about. That would be a big deal.
I like cats, okay? And Caledon doesn't
No.
really like to play with me, so I went and I followed the cats. And
You're
they took
still
me to
lying.
this little hat shop, and there was like a cute old lady there, and she let me play with the cats.
Look. Everyone needs to pull their shit together, alright?
What am I doing?
I don't.
You're having a breakdown.
You're
Taking
fine.
drugs.
Look.
You two are fine. You're sneaking off to get yourself in trouble.
That is not true.
Is there anything we need to know about?
Look, we.
One of the cats purred really funny.
You know what I'm talking about. I just want to make sure
If you,
I don't
I
wanna-
know
I
you
don't
like
wanna
hat style.
fraud
I
you.
could show you that hat shop.
If it
Gwyn,
helps,
stop deflecting.
if it helps, I'm still
She's asking
listening.
if she needed to know anything, and she likes hats, so I thought that might show her the hat shop.
Yes, you do whatever keeps your mind off it, man.
You do remember that the hat that she's wearing right now is the one that Lenny gave her, and she kind of just like.
Not like as a replacement. I mean, never
Gwyn,
mind.
shut the hell up.
It's okay.
Stop lying. Put your shite together. Listen, we are here under extremely tenuous circumstances.
Covering Susie's ears.
We cannot risk things like this. Was it another god?
No.
I would like to stay together in this city.
Why would it be another god?
Because we've run into a lot of gods lately. We don't know what we are dealing with forces so beyond us.
I walk Susie into the other room. I'm sorry, Susie. I have to kick you off right now. We're having very important conversations.
What does shite mean?
Ursa's
Don't repeat
gonna.
it to your parents. It's a bad word. I've been on top of her to try to stop saying it because it's a bad word.
Ursa's gonna grab
I'm
some
gonna say
food.
No, you can't say it.
Ursa's gonna grab some food.
Use it
like how I
sparingly,
taught
and
Mom,
I'll push her out the door. Not aggressively.
Yeah.
Shite.
And she runs off.
Yeah, like how I taught Dawn to say hell.
And ass.
And ass. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, if we're going to be a covert team here on enemy territory, I know you don't think it's enemy territory, Atticus, but it kind of is.
Not Aago.
It is under the control of Gordonsky.
Yeah,
It is
that's
under the
true.
control of Tyr. Listen, at any moment, God could appear. Any god, frankly. Did you meet one?
No,
Gwyn.
she wasn't the god. She was a lady with cats.
A blue cat.
Yeah, a blue cat.
Kind
I
of.
mean, Atticus has a fake hat.
I have an orange one.
But they weren't Fae, were they?
No, they weren't.
Then what were they?
Cats.
I'm gonna go get more food.
No, we're all gonna stay here for just a moment.
Okay, sorry.
Look, we need to act like a team. No secrets. No running off and talking with someone. I know you. I know you run your mouth. What did you tell her? What did she ask you?
She asked me what I thought of her cats, and I told her I thought her cats were very cute.
All right. You followed the cat back. Where did she live?
And she lived down an alley by a hat shop.
All right. What was her name?
Froya?
Have I ever heard of a Freud?
Does that ring a bell?
Make an intelligence check. I will say, what's your intelligence modifier, first of all?
I want to make one.
What is my...
I might.
I have a +5 to intelligence, but is it
Intelligence or history?
intelligence or history?
I'll let you choose.
Okay, great.
What's your history then?
My history is... Hold on. One moment. My history is +9.
You would have to roll either a 19 or a 20.
Great. I have a divination die
Okay.
that rolled a 20, and I'd like to use that.
Okay. That's stupid.
So 29.
The name Froya, or Frigg, both of those are associated with the same person, although various mythoses often separate them.
Lillian knows this. Lillian's a big
Often separates them. Very little is known about Froya. However, her name does show up with the creation of the nine hells. And the 9 hells it showed up after Froya and they appeared. So the 9 hells didn't used to exist. Only in the last 1,500 years or so has it. And her name is associated with that.
Place.
But not much is known as to where the 9 hells came from.
Froya.
9 hells, yeah.
I might have to sneak off.
Would I
and
know
talk
she was a
little.
god? Or a deity of some sort?
A very, very powerful figure, yes. But very, very little is known about herself. Most of it is regarding the creation or whatever of the 9 hells.
Did I know she had cats? Would I know that? Because
The
Lillian
very,
knows.
very old mythos goes that
She had a
Froya would use
Hold
2
their
cats to pull a chariot, yes.
Eyes.
What?
I might have to sneak off and talk to someone alone.
What?
Take your
Well,
time,
you
Attic.
said no lying. I was just putting it out there. I might
Where
have
are
to
you
sneak
going?
off. Well, it's not set in stone yet.
It's his home. I think he should do it.
You're your own person. You deserve to be able to.
Well, no. Eyes is right. We are part of the team. We put everything on the table. We're in a dangerous situation. I'm just saying I need to maybe go figure something out. Nothing that affects our current trajectory as a group. Personal stuff.
Okay.
But back to what you were saying.
She had 2 cats, right? Did she have a chariot?
Look, whatever, dude.
Gwen. Quinn.
Freya, the Valkyrie, chariot. Yeah, I know. I know. Okay.
That was a god.
Not anymore.
Wait, another one?
What did you tell her?
Sorry, what?
I'm just trying to figure things out about Cohen. I did a lot of
Told her
asking.
about
You figure
God.
anything out?
You realize that gods have very complex relationships, right?
Don't worry. She seemed more scared of me than I was of her. So.
You're going to say, oh, we went and talked to a god and she was super timid and
don't
like
have
more scared
to.
of me,
You
even
don't
though she's
have
a
to.
god.
You don't have to belittle me, Eyes.
This is a very stressful situation.
Trying to, it's just,
It's just how you talk to me.
no. No one else here goes and talks to a god and spills their guts about their deity associations. you have now? What if she comes after us? What if she has... What was her reaction to Cohen?
Mostly just fear. I need to move.
Is Freya related to Tyr? Does...
They knew each other, yes.
Well, that's not good either.
She doesn't like him.
How do we know that?
Because she told me that she does not like Tyr.
And gods, we know, only speak the truth.
Trust me, she could not lie.
How can I trust you?
Then don't trust me.
Quinn, I just don't understand why you keep doing this. You could have taken us with you, or... Why? Is it because you like keeping secrets from us?
A little bit, yeah.
We cannot afford...
I tell people eventually. It's just...
When it's too late.
Typically, if I do anything on my own, I get chewed out for it. So I try and keep it secret most of the time.
The reason I am chewing you out right now is because you did it in secret. And you went and talked to a god. About your god. Who is not very popular amongst the gods.
Chew me out after we get in trouble for it.
No, because...
You don't know that I did anything wrong.
But could you have?
Yes. I'm not saying that there was no risk involved.
Shouldn't we have avoided the situation then?
I didn't realize it was a god, right? I didn't know that going into it.
Why did you go into it then? Why? Why did you go in without knowing? It was pertaining to her, wasn't she?
I was being followed around by some cats. I usually like to check up on those
with
beats.
you.
Yeah,
I don't need to take you with me everywhere I go.
I try to take people with me when I go places that I know, even with slight possibility, might be dangerous.
I
not
understand.
About independence, it's just...
Yeah, it's a matter of safety, not independence.
I understand. I'm asking you to please lay off my fucking back right now.
I can't. Because one slip up here could mean death to any of us. Or all of us.
Eyes, I'm asking you right now, while acknowledging your concerns and telling you that I'm going to go forward with your plan in the future of making sure to let you guys know if I'm sneaking off somewhere. Most of the time. If you will lay off my fucking back right now. Get mad at me when this gets us in trouble, because I don't think it will.
This will get us in trouble.
Then get mad at me when it does. I really don't think it will.
And we'll be dead before we can have a chat.
I really don't think that this is at the top of our concerns right now.
Do you not think about consequences when you do things? Because that is indeed a very foreign idea to me.
I think I'm going to go upstairs. Ice.
There is no upstairs.
The other room. Yeah. I will talk to you when you'll talk to me like you respect me.
Can I talk to you in the other room to get an idea of where you're coming from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Waddle into the other room. I hear both of you guys, but you understand Ice has a little bit of a point.
No, I get what she's saying. When I say that I'm fully confident that this will be okay, I mean that. Like I have no doubt in my mind.
Okay.
About how the conversation went. I get why I is concerned.
Yeah.
I totally understand that. I'm just saying right now, like I have no doubt in my mind that we are gonna be a-okay right now.
Cool. In the future, even outside of this group, I have people I want to keep safe.
Yeah.
So, and I've said this before, your abilities are beyond. I've never seen something quite like it.
The sneakiness, anyway.
Yeah, and even the conversations. Your conversational ability is amazing. But in the slight off chance that you go into a dangerous situation and misread said situation and let a little bit too much go, that could result. I mean, me, I'm willing to put myself in the forefront of danger for everyone around me, but some of the people that we're dealing with, not even God is another conversation altogether, but leaders that we're dealing with are very good at what they do and know a lot of information, and sometimes when giving them too much information, it could put people within our circles in danger, and I'd like to avoid that. So we ask.
I'm aware. I get what you're saying, and I had that in mind during the conversation. Like, it's not something where I was just like being like, oh yeah, this is the person. When she started asking why I was in March Fate, I caught on quick, like, hey, I need to be careful about what I say. I only revealed information when I felt safe.
So you got to read on her.
Yes, of course. I didn't just start telling her things.
Yeah, and I assumed that as well because I know you're smart about it. And Eyes is very conservative in her approaches to certain things, and you are very liberal in your approaches to certain things. So even getting one other person's opinion before proceeding through a situation might shed light on it and reveal something that you didn't see in the beginning that might change the situation altogether. Am I coming from a place of understanding?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I understand the concern, and it's something that I will make an effort to do more often. I also sometimes when it's something like a cat following me, I tend to think,
yeah, you don't know,
like, oh yeah, I just want, like, this seems fun, I'm gonna go sneak and follow this cat and see where it goes.
That's fair.
And that's all I thought it was at first.
No.
And by the time you wind up in someone like that's house, you don't say, here, let me go get an arm, or like a posse of armed individuals and stuff to have this conversation with you, you know? It's just like, I was there, the conversation was happening, and I played my cards the best I could.
I appreciate that. I'll just tell you this now, if anyone tries to lure you into like a house with like candy or cute animals.
Okay, well, the cats.
That. I don't want you to get kidnapped.
Yeah, I also checked with the neighbors first to try and figure out who the person was before I went in. I listened.
You knew.
I did research. I got her name.
Some recon.
He said she was a nice person and stuff. So I was like, hey, can I come in? You want to talk? And she's like, oh yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Come, let's talk.
So you trust the NPCs.
You did. Okay, awesome. I love the approach. You did everything right, and you played your cards like you said the best you could. But still, maybe just try to, if you have the opportunity, because as I said before, I trust your discretion heavily. But we are dealing with very dangerous people, so as much as I trust you, like, I seriously trust you. Like, I can't say that enough. I trust you so much. But with the people that we're dealing with, they're next level when it comes to lying, when it comes to finding information within ourselves. So, go grab one of us if you can.
Yeah. No, I next time I'm aware I'm getting into a conversation with someone like that, I will definitely come get you guys first.
Even then, like, hey, I'm gonna go follow these cats. Be like, alright, have fun. and then we know at least a direction of where you are. That alone, seeing you sneak off that direction,
It
narrows
probably-
down half the city. Like completely gets rid of half the city right there.
It'd probably be smart, but it is kind of fun to like sneak away sometimes.
I know it's fun, but like you gotta have at least one other person know where you are. Is that fair? You don't even have to tell me like, hey, I'm going to this place. Just tell me, hey, I'm going somewhere.
Okay, just let someone on the line out.
Yeah, and
Okay.
if I'm not back in 30 minutes, something might have gone wrong.
Okay.
Or give me like a time frame. Just because I understand sneaking off is fun, but like, very dangerous situations, so like, give me a little bit of a heads up.
Yeah.
Like, hey, leaving for 30 minutes. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Is that something you can work on?
I'll let you know when I'm leaving.
Okay, thank you.
Most of it. I'm kidding.
Listen,
yeah.
Gwen, I love you so much. You stress me the fuck out sometimes. I'm just looking out for you.
Mhm.
All right. Give a quick pat hug,
Dad, move, Dad, move,
and then
Dad,
head
move.
back out of the room. Like,
I'm probably gonna stay, but
I understand where you're coming from. Gwen played it in a really smart manner. We talked about the few pointers on how to go about it next time. But because of, how do I put this without, you've obviously been through shit. And so the way you deal with information is very conservative, which is phenomenal. So I'm trying to get Gwen to kind of, instead of you fighting each other to push Gwen farther away, I'm trying to move Gwen a little. I get it. I really do. I promise you, and I really appreciate how careful you're being. I really do. I'm trying to get Gwen to move a little bit more towards the middle so you don't scare them further away from you.
Trying to get Gwen to be a centrist.
based and grilled killed.
We can't afford.
One slip up. I completely get it.
And she's just so confident.
I tried to put that across in part of the conversation. We're dealing with next level here. I'm just hoping it's stuck.
I don't think she understands that.
I'll pull eyes into the kitchen, away from the group.
Some people you just can't read.
That's what I told her. And I trust her skills so much, but I also explained to her that some people out there are better. There's always someone better. So I'm hoping she's a little more careful in case we ever run into that better person.
I appreciate your soft push towards her being more careful, but I don't know if we have time. Can we afford her deciding she wants to go out again?
Frankly, no, maybe not. I don't think so. But the way that you're going about it is scaring her away from us, and it will only make the situation
I need
worse.
all of your support. She has this resentment against me, and every time I say something, even though it's right. Right? No one.
Well, the thing is, both of you are right in a lot of those situations, and I think you don't realize that Gwen's right as well, because you're so intelligent, you're so smart, you're such a brilliant tactician. Compared to all of us, absolutely. Your intelligence is next level. Gwen's charisma is next level. So the way you played it, it would be different than the way Gwen played it. Both of you would be right.
We are worms. We just have to remember that. Ants. I am nothing compared to what we are facing.
Neither am I.
But Gwen does not realize that.
Yelling at her is not going to get her to realize that.
How do I get her to listen then?
Try something different. I tried something different. We'll see if it works.
That's coming from you.
I completely agree with you. We can't afford the time. But the strategy that we're using right now obviously isn't working. So even since we don't have time, we can't tough our way into making it better. We need to try something else.
Well, let's talk with the rest of the group. Maybe if everyone talked to her and she just hates me. And I know why she does. But I don't know another way to stress how
important
this is. I don't want to see you all die. And I don't want to see her die. I know she thinks she can't, but frankly, the more I get to know about him, the less I trust her deity.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree with you.
I need help conveying how reckless she's being. How much danger she's putting the people she says she loves in. And I can't do that. Obviously. Just makes her hate me more.
One thing that I appreciate is you the way you communicate with some of the members of the party. Absolutely. I mean, for Gwen, attacking her closes her off, turns her ears off, won't even listen to you. But what you're speaking is truth, and in the harshness that you're speaking it is completely valid.
Then do something about it, please.
I know, that's what I'm going to try to do. I promise you.
But I know you're kind and you smooth things over. It's why people like you so much.
But I need to solve it. Instead of just smooth it over. Wait for the impurities underneath to just re-crack it.
Yes, I think so. But I'm also just one person here. Maybe I'm overreacting. You could.
No. If anything, you're underreacting. I like I said, I completely agree with you with how serious this situation is. And you are 100% right in saying that I'm smoothing things over and not solving the problem. So, one thing that I've already discussed with Gwen is if she ever needs to sneak off. I'm simply even if I can't afford the time, this is the best that I've thought up so far. I'm simply getting my foot in the door to try to get her to better communicate the seriousness of the situation that we find ourselves in. She's simply going to tell me a direction and when she is. And after that, because, I mean, you must admit, she is so skillful with the way she can maneuver through crowds, over buildings without being seen. The way she can talk to people, get them to open up. I mean, in doing so, she opens up herself, and that's what gets us in our pinches. But the way she can get others to open up and give us vital information, vital reconnaissance to better our situation. What I'm going to try to do is show her that I recognize that skill and how vital it is, and then not slowly, I will try to speed it up so we don't smooth over the imperfections and cause problems later on, but try to lower the giving up of information at the same time. That is the strategy I'm going to come up with. That is what I came up with right now. What is your input?
It's hard for people to change.
But it's possible. Look at me. Did you see the closet yet? That was an old life.
I haven't seen the closet yet.
I'm surprised you haven't snooped around there.
I've only been working on the damn box.
How's it going, by the way? Want to smash it with something yet?
Very much so, but I don't want to damage whatever inside or have it explode or...
I mean, we did chuck it against the wall and it didn't break. I could give you, like, here, I take part of the belt, I, like, meld it into a smaller blend. What, and, like, you just set it on the floor and just give it a good smack.
No, these things... Well, they take delicacy.
Something that I wouldn't know, but it's good way you have it.
Maybe you could ask for support from the others. Talk with them. Ask them to discourage the behavior as well, because she's just so stubborn.
My opinion is we don't need to discourage any behavior. It's just modifying it. Like you said, change is hard. Stopping something altogether will never happen. Modifying it to give us benefit. Now that's a possibility, I think.
I don't know.
It's a difficult situation.
You know, we're kind of on a death wish anyways, if...
Yeah, I have no idea what the shit I've gotten into. 6 months ago, I was making swords and drinking too much alcohol. And now we're fucking dealing with gods and crazy powerful people and... Oh! This is a death wish of any. It's stressful. It really is.
It is, isn't it? I'm, kind of used to it, though.
I'm not very good at reading people. Hell yeah, you are. I would have...
Not good at it, but,
Well, I would have snapped 4 or 5 times over. And we've only known each other for 3 months. You are so strong. Stronger than me. Yes, I got the bigger muscles, I can break things. But I wholeheartedly believe you are stronger than me because the situations you can deal with and come out on the other side. Sometimes escape, but the shit that we get into, I mean, sometimes you're the only reason we get out. Don't discount yourself. But, I mean, while we're on the topic, maybe not tonight, but let's brainstorm some better coping mechanisms. I know best alcohol. I can show you some stuff, maybe.
I'm fine.
Like breathing techniques? Breathing techniques
so
work
no.
wonders.
No,
It's all
I'm
about-
already breathing all the time.
It's chemicals in your brain. Like there's certain breathing things you can do
I
to
know.
like get. Oh yeah, you're. So you know that there's some options.
Doesn't mean I haven't tried those.
Well, maybe you just need a little bit of help. You've been fighting a solo battle for so long.
Let's see if we live through this.
First, I was about to say. But hey, on the other side, if we survive this, I want you to retry those breathing techniques with me, okay? Come on. We might not even survive this anyway.
I'll have to take a couple shots first.
Before the breathing techniques?
Sure.
Whatever gets you in the door.
I'm not pinky
Pinky promise. Come on. Come on.
Those are stupid.
Alright, fine. Anything else you want to say before we head back in? Just me and you?
I'm gonna insight check Atticus.
Yeah, sure. I'm rolling anyway. What are you inside checking?
If he actually has that confidence in me.
Oh. Wait, you can't see Attic. That's disadvantage, girlie.
What?
That's true.
Oh,
That's true.
okay.
Let the self-doubt consume.
Well, second guess how you hear his voice.
10.
Well, considering I'm not lying and I rolled a nat 20 in persuasion.
He's telling the truth, yeah.
You're a good man, Atticus, and you don't deserve any of what we're chasing.
I appreciate that.
How much liquor is usually at oh, and storage functions. So much liquor.
That might be me having to sneak away. Is it the front door knocking?
Yeah, you guys look out, you see there is a elvish looking woman.
What's happening here?
I walk out behind him.
Sab will call back to the kitchen. Atticus, I think there's someone here. Elvish woman. Do you want me to get it?
I got it. 1 second.
Okay.
Alright. I'm guessing someone from your past. You're
I told you the story.
You did?
Yeah,
My mom
with the
and
3 sisters. Go open the door.
Look, you just... I don't want to deal with people. Got your back.
Thanks.
I'll try to keep her from stabbing you.
Let her. She's earned it. Go open the door.
Okay. You open the door, you see an elvish woman, pretty well put together. You see her hair is kind of pulled back into a braid, kind of this long, dirty blonde kind of hair. You see one of her ears is mostly cut off. She kind of looks around and goes, huh. The old man has a new family. Great. It's good to see. Hi, could I come in?
Of course.
My old house?
I
Yeah?
tell she's drunk.
She's a little tipsy, yeah.
Okay.
She kind of steps in. Hello, everybody. I am this one's daughter, I guess. Obviously not biological. He can't do that. But, you know. We gonna have this talk right here? Yeah, I think we should have this talk right here. Yeah. No. I think you should stay right here in this room. Why are you here?
Missed home.
You missed home. So did I. So that's why I came here, thinking that you wouldn't, okay?
Sorry it happens like that. Is this your first time in Aago since leaving?
Once I knew you left, I've been back off and on.
If you need to, I can leave.
Oh, This is your house. You should stay. Oh. Besides, after our last conversation, I'm the one that should leave, huh? Not you. Still drinking, or is that just me?
Is the door behind her closed?
No. At least she didn't shut it.
I'll kind of make my way over there a little bit.
Okay.
And I managed to get off the drink.
How do you manage that?
Because he's strong.
No, that's not it. I'm trying to do better. Which I know you needed better a long time ago.
You could say that again, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause you know what? I spit in the face. Turned out you were right, yeah. That boy, he was just no good. That's exactly what I needed, huh? He taught a lesson.
No, I didn't.
Do you still feel the same?
I never felt that way.
But you did.
What I did to you, there's no excuse I can make. So,
He told me that I was not wanted here. That I should leave. After he came back for the 100th time, pissed poor drunk. Couldn't even walk in the room. I had to go to the bar. I had to bring him back. Like I had done time and time before. So drunk he threw up on the way here. And then, after all this time, not me helping him, he tells me that an elf is not wanted. You know, you sounded... Yeah, I was aware. Did you think I didn't? Aago is it's one thing, but I can't take one step out of this place without being called a pointer. I'm being spat on. I knew. Why do you have to do this? Your drinking was your own problem. And I'm sorry that Mom died, but you didn't have no right to put that on me. I thought this was the one place I could go to not feel like my ears were something to be ashamed of.
they aren't.
But then you made them. You made it that way.
I obviously couldn't tell you this. Didn't tell you this before you left at the time, but I mean, you deserve a reason, right? I was leaving the next day to go back to the front. They said if I did not do it to you, they would do it to you and worse. I know it's a lousy excuse. There were a million other options I could have done, but I did that one because...
Did you know what a good dad would have done? You would have told them no, you would have packed up your kids, and we would have went somewhere else. Instead, you chose them over me. And then I left. And Everett was left here alone. You know, that's my biggest regret. Is that I left him here with a man who was awful. I left. You got what you wanted.
It's never what I wanted. I know I can say that, but it's up to you if you want to believe me or not.
I don't know what to say.
Neither do I. I'm sorry.
I've prepared the speeches to say to you. And of course, I come here drunk. Just like you. I guess we both can't face the real problem.
If you're willing, I can help.
You're swaying. Would you like to sit down?
She kind of stumbles.
I run and grab a chair.
You run and grab her. She kind of sits down.
I'll close the door.
She kind of... I was sad too when Mom died. But I had to be the strong one here.
Because I wasn't.
You were gone. Even when you were here, you weren't you. I'm older now. I just wanted my dad back. Why?
Why?
Why were you so selfish?
I can tell you the real reason, but it'll sound fake. It's up to you if you want to hear it.
This one.
Either way, even if I did try to pack up and leave, you wouldn't have a father. Desertion's met with death.
We could have ran.
You could have tried, but that would have put you in more danger than mutilating you like I did. I scarred you for life, and I understand that, and I don't expect forgiveness. Even in a drunken state, I made a calculated decision. Was it the best decision? Was it the worst? I don't know, but I made it. I never got to explain that to you. So...
Are you gonna go to Everett?
Yes.
He's got himself in a lot of trouble.
I can
He may not even know it yet. He was always more naive. Hopeful. Why are you here?
Like I said, I'm trying to do better.
Doors closed. Windows are closed.
I look to the rest of the group for approval to give some context. It's up to them.
We're here together to
make sure that having elven ears is not something to be scared of having. Not here, not Gordonsky, not anywhere that Gordonsky controls.
It's true.
How are you going to do that?
I
stopped trying a long time ago.
I have no idea.
we're going to overthrow the Dom government.
That sounds really bad. but there's like a lot of context and stuff that we still need to gather and like do planning and stuff, and we nothing's set in stone yet. So like,
your father's made some surprising connections these past couple of months.
Long overdue. Will you please stay here tonight?
Looks like the rooms have been filled.
I can sleep on the ground.
I can kick them all to Image's place.
I don't mind.
Will you afford me the opportunity to do one thing to hopefully make up even a little, not all of it. I could never make up all of it.
What do you want?
If you sober up here tonight, you'll know by morning.
Isn't that ironic? This time you're the one asking me to sober up.
Well, it's a logical decision. You're knackered. I don't think you can make it more down the street if you tried. We've got some leftover from dinner, haven't we?
I'm not sure we've started yet.
I sure hope not. Would have been cold at this point.
Did you not
I
eat?
think we've been.
There's been a lot of stuff happening. I'm sorry.
I'm not blaming you for not eating. I'm concerned.
I'll walk to the kitchen and bring Ersa a plate of cold food and kind of set it down on her lap.
Thank you.
I'll warm it up for her with my hand, with the magic. No, I'll go warm a second plate for Samantha.
I'll stay here, yeah.
After
I don't forgive you.
I get it.
And maybe this is the drunkenness talking. Can I have a hug? You kind of give her a big hug. She kind of cries into your shoulder a little bit, then kind of pushes you away. This does not mean I forgive you.
I get it. I don't expect it to.
And she walks into another room and shuts the door to her room. Locks the door.
Can I give do I know Image's rates for rooms?
We have our bedrooms. It's fine.
He would probably hook you up for free.
Well, if I just send them.
Yeah, he'd probably hook them up for free, knowing they're your friends.
Okay.
At least one.
In that case, even if you try to talk to Atticus, ignoring everyone completely, grabs a lute from the closet and sings some lullabies for a little while. And then, even if it gives me a point of exhaustion by morning, I would like to go talk to people, go find a forge, go find gold and jewels, and forge a gilded prosthetic elven ear.
Okay. On that note, as you all get into your own sleeping situations, preparing for the next morning, witnessing a very difficult to watch conversation between Atticus and his somewhat estranged daughter, that is where we will end the session. I gotta end earlier.
Dude, that was great.
Were you crying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so exciting. Amazing Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was crying.
Wow.
Good job.
I don't know if you could see the tears from that.